Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. How's everyone doing? JK, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Come on in. Over on Twitch, we got ourselves a Cameron. We got ourselves an Axel. Let's see, Cameron, what part of why I wanted to wait? Just got 350 mana. Why? Great question. I don't know. You don't question the mana. You don't question it. When it jumps in, you just say, cool. I don't really understand how the mana actually works and like the distribution of it. I want to say every now and then they give some crazy amounts, but I don't know. I don't know how that works. Who knows? It's all a mystery. Lizard-like, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Come on in. Sit on down. I realized actually. So I pulled up the stuff and my web browser, and I realized that I had not rated your game. So I apologize for that, not rating it last night. And yeah, you got a nice 5-star rating now.
Cameron Reap 2 says, plays Endless Zone Zero, it's so fun. Imagine Genshin mixed with Persona, so fun.
I have played ZZZ. I don't know. I absolutely love Genshin Impact. I think the Genshin Impact is an absolutely fantastic game. Even with all of the other like gacha mechanics and all that stuff, I still think it's absolutely fantastic. Zenless Zone Zero, I don't know. I gave it, I probably played it a good, I don't know, 15, 20-ish hours or something like that. And I just could not, I felt like I had to keep making myself playing it. Which I was like, I don't know, I feel like after 15 or 20 hours, you shouldn't feel like you're having to make yourself. So I don't know, maybe I need to give it another shot. Maybe it's better now. To be fair, I started playing it on day one. Literally the day it came out, I started playing it. So maybe they've changed some things, updated some things, maybe it's a little bit better. So I should probably give it another try. Yeah. But I do love Genshin Impact. I do think that is an absolutely fantastic game. Love the soundtrack, absolutely beautiful soundtrack. If you've never just sat and listened to the Genshin Impact soundtrack, highly recommend. Yeah, that's pretty great stuff. Jesse, welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome. Come on in. It's definitely different than Genshin. Yeah, it is a little bit, oh, hold your response. Okay, sorry. Those blasted ads. Because here's the thing. I've now finally realized with the ads, all right, so anybody that's still here, with the ads, I've realized what it is. So Twitch will automatically run the ads in accordance to keep it so the pre-roll ads are off. So I can skip an ad. But if I skip an ad, it then turns on pre-roll ads until X number of minutes goes by, and then it turns the pre-roll ads back off, and then it'll want to run an ad. So I can sit here and I can manually turn the ads off, but then it'll turn pre-roll ads back on. So anyway, good times with the ads. I need to get better at knowing when the ads are actually going to go. Because I also did notice there's like a pre-roll off countdown, and I don't think that's necessarily when the ad is going to be going. I just need to figure out how to know when the ads are going to be playing. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad you're here. We're going to get back into Tower of Vercilias, actually. So I feel like I have been a little bit distracted the past couple streams, you know, getting the whole game jam stuff finished and working. So, yeah. Nico, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, we did get the game done. It is working just as I would have hoped it would be. So I am very proud of the fact that I was able to get it done in time. I am very proud of that. I just need to now get focused back on Tower of Vercilias, because as great as it was, as fun as it is that I've, you know, made another game, it is kind of crazy to me that I've now made two little games, and I haven't even gotten the demo out for Tower of Vercilias. So we need to definitely put our heads down, get back to work, and make sure that Tower of Vercilias is good to go. That was an absolutely horrible run. I apologize to everybody for what you have just witnessed. I apologize. Anyway, all right, so yes, Tower of Vercilias. We're gonna get back into it. Let's see. Cameron says, okay, what was your response to my assertion that ZZZ is different than Genshin? So I did hold off. Because I did see that you were in ads. Yes, definitely is different. Yeah, and I didn't go into it expecting Genshin Impact. I was wanting a different kind of game. I don't know what. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I felt like the loop of like going in, doing the little battles and like I guess that's what it was. So I was kind of hoping for a Genshin Impact like where it's an open world. I was hoping for that. I wasn't expecting it to be zones. I'm not a huge fan of games that work in zones. And so I think that's probably what it was. Oh my god, the combat. And again, and I don't know if you heard this, maybe you were in the ads. I did play it. I started playing on literally day one, like because I'm signed up for MiHoYo's email, and so like I get their emails about all their different games, and so I was getting the emails leading up to Zenless Zone Zero, and so when it launched, I downloaded it that day and I played it, and yeah. So again, maybe they've added some things, maybe they changed some things, maybe it's a little bit better now, but I just remember while I was playing it, I was like, I love the concept, love the artwork, love the characters, absolutely fantastic. I wasn't a fan of the zones though. And I also just felt like the combat wasn't quite up to par like with where Genshin Impact was. I don't know. That's just kind of how I felt. So anyway, I don't know if I still have it. I had a screenshot. It's probably not here anymore. I would have to dig through so much stuff to find it. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. But I took a screenshot. I was trying to do a character poll, well, just a poll in general, and I took a screenshot because the amount of in-game currency that it was wanting for me to do this poll was just astronomically ridiculous. But I don't think I had it anymore. I was saving it for a while, and then I think I got rid of it because I was just like, when the crap am I ever going to show this off ever? And now here we are where I'm like, oh, I probably could have showed it off now, but yeah, I don't think I still have it. It would have been a while ago, and I don't think I kept that screenshot. Anyway, yeah, it was just like an astronomical amount of in-game currency that it was wanting to unlock the characters, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, I realized I need to do that. There we go. Anyway, so like I was saying, definitely been getting a little bit distracted with other things going on. So definitely need to try and get as much done on Tower of Vercilias as possible, because we are still hoping for, before the end of August, to have a demo ready to go. So we're going to see what we can get done. I'm going to try and focus a little bit more. On that note, there's actually not going to be a Thursday stream. Well, as of right now, I'm not planning on doing a Thursday stream because of another project, but it'll be a good project. I promise. It'll be a good one. But yeah, I unfortunately, I only have 3 days to work on the project that I'm going to be working on, and I really want to spend as much time on the project as possible. So without having to take work off, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the stream on Thursday. So as of right now, there will be no Thursday stream. If that changes, I'll post about it, and yeah, should be good to go. But as of right now, that's what we've got. So anyway, and then after that, we're going to be focusing on Tower of Vercilias, and yeah. Are you doing the Steam page? Are you doing the Steam page on stream for Tower of Vercilias? I need to do, so I will be building the page on stream. We kind of stopped partway through the setup process of the Steam page because it was running into like tax stuff, and it was like wanting all sorts of different documents and things like that. And that's where we ended. And that is where I'm still currently sitting. So I need to get all that taken care of, and then we will do that on the stream. I'm gonna set a goal for myself to have all of the tax information figured out for the Steam page before Sunday, or before just next week in general, so that sometime next week, whether it's Sunday or Tuesday or Thursday, we can work on the Steam page, and we'll get that thing up and going, and it'll be absolutely fantastic. That is my own personal goal. Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. Just says, unlike YouTube, where the ads are random and the paste is free. True. And that's why we have those beautiful, beautiful ads, is because the paste is free, and someone's got to pay for that paste. It's got to be the ads. That's better. I like a little fan here in the corner to keep me from absolutely burning up, and it was blowing in my face and drying out my eyes. So, Loki, good evening. Glad you're here. Welcome. Come on in. Cameron says, that plus the commission pacing makes me hope that it'll sustain me past the skill wall. Fair. And you only get 1 material to summon per chapter. Yeah, and again, like it's been a while, and I'm sure they've changed a lot since then, so I should probably give it another shot and just see if it's any better, see if I like it more. But I have sunk probably 89 hours into 2 copies. Wait. But I have sunk probably, is that 89 or 8 to 9 hours into 2 copies of the game. Still, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, so Tomb of Vercilias. Here we go. Back to it. Let's pull this up. Let's remind ourselves where we were. I know we were running into some bugs, but I'm trying to remember what the bugs were. Oh, that's right. When you set something down here in the rightmost spot, you can no longer pick it up. You can still merge into it. So if I do this one, it'll merge into it, but you can't pick it up. So that's odd. That is a weird bug. Let's look into that and see what's going on. So the dice move. Dice. Show items menu. Okay, so show dice menu. All the way down here, we've got current room item 1. Okay. Current room item 2. Because this is checking to see your position X and Y of the cursor. And then it's saying if variable 96 is greater than 0. 8 or 9? Okay. Still, 8 or 9 hours and 2 different copies of the game. It's not bad. Not bad. Crap, what was it again? Variable 96. 96. Okay. So, if we come in here and we pick this up. First of all, let's find out dice picked up is equal to 1. That's correct. We set that down. Then variable 96, current room item 1, or current room item 2 is equal to 41. But I still can't pick it up. Why? Why? I do not understand why that's not allowing me. It's like I can put it down in slot 1. That all works just fine. Then slot 2, you put it down, and then you can't pick it back up again. In either of the menus. What if I put a, what if I put a, an item down instead of a dice? I can pick that up. So the code is working on this page. That is so bizarre. So if game variables.value 96 is greater than 100. And then you are room 2. Why am I saying if you're greater than 100? Here. What? Hold up. 95 is greater than 100. That makes no sense. So why would it work on 95? Huh. Fairly says, it's Moonwood! It's Fairly! Welcome, Fairly. Glad you're here. How's your day been? Hopefully you're doing all right. Logan says, just working on the game. I added an intro and updated some UI. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Love it. I love Nikomata so much, and Billy. Wonder if it'll play on my PC. Maybe. You never know until you try. Never know. All right, so if I pick this up and put you there. Variable 95 is equal to 21, and I can still pick it up. If I move you there, item 2 is now equal to 21, but I can't pick that up. It's Fairly But on YouTube. Welcome. Glad you're here on both places. I'm all right. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. Excited to get a little bit more focused again back onto Tomb of Vercilias. I feel like whenever I pick up any extra project, So for example, the game jam stuff with the inbound shovel jam, it just eats so much of my time that I feel like it's so difficult to focus on anything.
Just redeemed
we gotta do some stretching. And so I'm very excited to have that all done, have it actually have worked out as well as it did, and moving into the stuff again. Wait. Cheer 5. I have a chocolate martini ready to drink, 2-liter bottle. I'm gonna fill it with chocolate milk and drink it at work. That sounds like a blast of a time, Axel. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's do some stretching. There we go. And the other way. Oh. And backwards. Oh. Axel, what do you mean what? Did I say something weird? I may have. Fairly says, even though I finished Leaf Up's Candy Hunt, I feel like it deserves so much more. So for the Steam release, I'm revamping almost all the game because I don't know how to finish the game. I mean that's fair. That's fair. I feel like I'm gonna run into that same thing once I get this game finished. I'm gonna be like, but there's so many other things, so it won't let me spend my bits. That's weird.
This is bullshit.
Well, that one worked. Now it lets me. You just have to use some expletives and it will understand your frustration and it'll go anyway. But yeah, fairly, that is totally understandable. And I mean, yeah, it's that is a struggle. That is a struggle. I mean, even with the tiniest of projects that I have, you know, with freaking the let me pull it up, the plunge into the dungeon. Even this thing that I spent like 3 days on, 4 days on. Well, I guess I also did some streams. A week on. I spent a week on it, and I still, like, as soon as, like, the judging is over, there's, like, so many other updates that I'm like, I want to do this, I want to add this, I want to change this. And, yeah, it can be very difficult to just be like, the game is finished, move on. So I get it. But, excuse me. Yeah, no, that'll be really cool. So what do you have in mind for, like, revamping? Are you talking like graphics, or are you talking like gameplay itself? What are you planning on revamping? JK says, I just had an idea for the promo/YouTube short of the game where you ran the game on a smart fridge. Wait, what? For promo/YouTube short of the game where you run the game on a smart fridge. I mean, I could try. First, I have to get a smart fridge. And then after that, I have to figure out how to get it to work on a smart fridge. But then after that, we can do that. That would be a really good promo. I would like that. I need to wait to get all the Steam and Discord integration stuff working, and I have to put $100 and 7 months into the game, so I feel like it's justified to try and make it the best it can be. That is fair. Yeah. No, it's, that is definitely, yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, especially after, yeah, that much time and money. Yeah, 100%. Making it the best you absolutely possibly can. Yeah, that is justified. But don't stress yourself out over it. Like, you know, you don't need to spend. Yeah. Spend as much time as you would like or you would need, but don't let it stress you out. Yeah, we'll end it there. So, okay. Let's see. What was I doing? Yes. So I put this down. The dice in variable 95 is equal to 22. If I put you here, you are also equal to 22, but I cannot pick you up. Why is that the case? Is a great question we're asking ourselves now. Whoop. Whoop. So many points. Just trying to find where the discrepancy is. So right here, it so it does all of the checking for like the cursor position, and it checks to make sure there's actually something there. But saying if variable 95 is greater than 0, totally fine. But now here's what I'm so confused by. If game variables.value 95 is greater than 100, then it does this thing. It's magic. That's what I was. Okay, so I did add that. Okay. All right. So you are saying if 96 is greater than 100, meaning it would be an item, turn on show items menu, turn off show dice menu, and then it adjusts all of that fun stuff. Okay, cool. Erases the dice, shows the items. But is that actually working? I don't know. Horn sound effects specifically should activate double damage. That would be fun. I'm not sure how I would. I don't know if there's a way that I'd be able to do that. But I can look into it. I can look into it and see. If I switch over here and I try and pick that up, it switches over to the items. Fantastic. So why? What if I put an item here? That also is not working, but I can pick it up from here. Okay, so there's definitely some odd, very peculiar stuff going on here. I wish that I could resize this window so much. There is an else handler, yes. What about on here? You have an else handler. Do. So if you're greater than or equal to 100, fantastic. So where is the else then? Else. 96 is greater than or equal to 1, and if 96 is less than or equal to 20. Let's see, Loki says, yesterday I tested the room creation for PvP battles, and it successfully locked a room once 2 players are in, and it can create multiple rooms for more players to join. It's not bad. That is super cool. Multiplayer is something that I've always wanted to be able to do. Not smart enough to do it, though. So I tip my hat to you that you are actually getting this working. Absolutely fantastic stuff, Loki. Well, let's see. Well, no, just if you hear the horn, just activate double damage and rally us. Oh, I see what you're doing now. Okay, all right. I get what you're meaning. All right. Well, then, with that horn having been played, let's turn on double damage. There we go. All right, double damage is on. So that way, all right, so I will start listening for the horn, and I'll see if there's a way for me to actually make it so the horn can change it. But yeah, for now. Loki says, don't know if it's smart or stubborn. Well, I mean, sometimes the smartest decisions you will make is because of your stubborn. Yeah. Wise decisions are bred in stubbornness. But not all stubbornness will result in wise decisions. So, it still could just be stubborn. I'm going to say it's smart, though. I'm going to say it's smart. Fairly says, I'm making the whole game longer by adding extra mechanics, more platforming, adding extra interactions with the characters, some background elements, and challenge dungeons. Holy smokes. That is a lot. That is a ton. Again, if it's something that you want to put in the time and effort for, totally fine, absolutely go for it. But don't burn yourself out. Do not, because like, I know that getting it out there is going to be, it's a lot of work. And so I don't feel like if you get in there, yeah, anyway, yeah, don't burn yourself out. Just make sure you're still having fun with it. And yeah. So, but I'm not going to lie. I'm sure people would absolutely be thrilled with having updates like that. Honestly, you should probably plan like smaller updates. Do like a, add one little bit of extra something in the background, right? Whether it's some a little bit more platforming, you're extending things, background elements, adding one challenge dungeon or something like that, and then push those out in like smaller updates. Could help you keep motivated, and I don't know, it'll also kind of keep that like the hype around the game alive as well. So, community is aware my main project is the priority, and this will take some time. As long as everybody's aware, that's what matters. This is gonna be so loud. There's gonna be a lot. This is gonna be a ton. I'm just counting down. I kind of want to join in on the dice rolling, just to see what happens. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Whoop. Turn it on. Okay, we're on the point shop. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, I'll turn the double damage back on because yeah, you've redeemed enough dice that we should definitely have that up and going. Is the price for the crit odds not going up? I feel like it's not. Vote 3. Oh boy, it's not. Well, that's awkward. that is very awkward. Yeah, that the price for the vote 3 is not going up. And I don't think the price for vote 2 is going up either. Balls. Well, there we go. We can just buy as much crit odds and cooldowns as we would like. Good times. There's a bug I need to fix. Let's see. Leylanic says, "Hey yo, welcome. Glad you're back. Come on in. Sit on down. How's your day going?" Ooh.
Abuse this bug before it's patched.
No, don't abuse the bug. Don't abuse the bug. We must not abuse bugs. But it will be abused. I know that it's going. All right, as soon as this thing closes down, then we're gonna turn on double damage. I don't know why I said it, so I can't turn it on. It still runs during the level ups and the shop screens, but I didn't set it so you could actually turn it back on. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, 2 seconds. Here we go. As soon as that countdown is done, hold it. Double damage. Oh, mini boss incoming. Oh, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be big. Here we go. Oh! What? There's 100% more than that. All right. Things are definitely buggy. All right, here we go. Hold up. Hold your horses. Let me check the queue really quick. Hold up. Let me check the queue. What's going on with the queue? 2 seconds. Where's the dice queue? All right, dice. Roll dice queue. All equal to 0. Oh. What? Because they're in the queue. They're just not being pushed through. Odd. Very, very odd. Okay, let me check really quick. I don't know why. All right, let me see if I can manually push them. Okay, so it's starting at variable 102. There's the problem, because 101 is the start of the queue, so it just didn't push 102 up to 101. Over all the way through to 137. Okay. Let's see if I can just move 137, 101, and we'll see what happens. There we go. Something like that. Oh my gosh. Well, there goes the mini boss. Well. Oof. All right. Cool beans. Good times. Did I buy too much and broke it? No. So the queue should be able to hold, I believe, 100 dice. So it should have been fine. I don't know what was going on there. Tomb of Raider collab. Wait, what? Let's see. Fairly says, this also gives me time to generate wish list. There you go. That is true. Let's see. Leylanic says, what you doing? I think I'm a bit lost. No, you're totally fine.
I cast intercontinental thermonuclear ballistic missile.
Well, now we're really dead. Thanks a lot, Axel. We're all dead. Yes. So we are working on a game called Tower of Vercilias, and trying to get back into it. We were working on a game jam game the past couple streams, and so kind of getting back into like the main project again, which is Tower of Vercilias. But we also have a little like monster fighter game. It gets cut off because, you know, my camera and all that fun stuff. But over there on the little Game Boy looking thing, there's a little monster fighter that you can play. And that's kind of what we were talking about and focused on. But yes, we're definitely working on this game and seeing if we can get it, get a little bit more progress in here. Can't wait for when Moonwood sells out and makes Tomb of Versace. One of these days. One of these days. I will. I mean, if the paycheck is big enough, I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's see. I know that I did miss a message from Loki in with all the dice. Vid is in Discord if you haven't seen it. I don't know if I have. I think I'm gonna need to go look that up. My computer can't even run the Zenless Zone Zero installer. I would imagine that it's a little bit high on the requirements. Probably. Well, it can if, I guess. Am I lucky enough to play Xbox Zenless Zone Zero at home? Let's see, is that too much? Am I too rich? Was the queue too small? Yeah, let's see. This was buried in the dice spam. Vid is in Discord. I did go back because I did see it. But it was definitely buried in the dice. I'll help make a Lion of Tower of Vercilias inspired stuff with my new project. Ooh, that'd be fun. I'm down. We will see. We will see. An unknown artist. Well. Hello, sir. Moon man, woodman, moon, woodman, man. Welcome, unknown artist. Glad you're here. How's your day been? How was your past 2 days, actually? Monday and Tuesday. Fair Winkling with our good old twerking chickens. And Cameron with the @Moonwood Games. Yes, Cameron. Wait, did I miss something? I hope I didn't. Okay, yes, so let's see what the freak is going on here. So, with Dice 2, why? That is a real question. So it should be doing the else. And I don't know why we're not getting into this else handler here. So basically, let's see if we can flash this screen. Let's see if it's getting into there at least. Maybe? Who knows? I put this here, and then I click it. Nothing. Okay, so we're not even getting into the else handler. Why? Are we even getting into here? Because that could also be an issue. Why? Why are we not getting in there? I don't know. Unknown Artist says, good, I started teaching myself Godot, but you, let's see, oh, and the ads. Well, then I will refrain from speaking about Godot until you get back. We'll see if it plays in 3 hours. Oh, with Xbox. Yeah, fingers crossed. I would assume so. I would hope so anyway. The bane of game dev. Why? It really is. I don't get it. Like, there's got to be something else that's keeping it. It literally, like, it should be here. Like, it right here. It should be. You are greater than 0, which it is. Variable 96 is greater than 0. You're in that else handler. Are you in the correct else handler, though? That else handler should be right around here. It is. Excuse me. And then it's... the slot picked up equals 17. Show items menu. Yeah, like, I should be able to click anywhere and have it happen. So are the X and the Y off? Is that what's happening? Ooh.
Unknown Artist says, so man of wood from the moon, is this what freedom feels like? No more restraints holding me back, my chains broken, no longer cursed to save mana. Am I free?
You are free. Yes, yes. This is exactly what freedom feels like. You are free to use whatever mana you would like on whatever redemption. You no longer have to be saving up your 10,000 mana to be able to unlock and get your name in the credits. So, yes, absolutely, absolutely. But about Godot, that is absolutely fantastic. You're teaching yourself some Godot. How is that going for you? Hopefully going well. But I know that there can be a lot of roadblocks along the way, lots of bumps in the road as well. So, if you're having those, do not get discouraged. It's all gonna work out. Let's see here. Barely says, I was making a moving platform and trying to get my character to follow the platform for 2 hours and realized I heavily overcomplicated it, and it was as simple as just adding 2 numbers. That is usually what happens. That is usually what happens, and you're just like, ugh, why did I spend so long on this to finally eventually just be like, oh, that's why. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a great time. Great time. Love being a game dev. It's just absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, so over here, we got item 1, item 2. I just want to check and see. Additional branch. Let's set this in here. There we go. Okay, of 1, so 627, 216, 744. Oh. This says 28. This should be 288. That's all it was. That's all it was. It was just me. I accidentally didn't put 288. I put 28. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Here I am looking for a bug in my code, thinking, okay, what the freak is broken? Why can I get this figured out? And it's because I put 28 instead of 288. The joys. So many joys. So many freaking joys. Okay, well, that would make sense why it would be working over here, because that one said 288. Anyway, all right, so when you pick this up, it goes over to the item slots. If you put that down and go over here and you pick that up, it goes also over to the item slots. Absolutely fantastic. Now, we're in here and we put that down and we come over here and pick that up. It does not do anything, which is what we need to get then fixed. And same thing, if we come over here, we put that there, we do that, and then we do this, it doesn't actually switch over. So, let's get that fixed, let's get that working, and then we should be good to go on the dice. Good times. Good times for all. Lennox says, sounds about right. Spent 2 days working on something at one point, don't remember what, and I forgot to do one singular thing, and that one thing fixed everything. That's how it goes. That is 100% how it goes. You can be searching and digging and spending hours tearing your hair out, wondering what the crap is wrong, why isn't this working, what have I done? And it could just be that one little thing, just that one tiny little minuscule detail, and you're like, oh, yeah, that would do it. That would do it. So much fun. So much fun. Fairwinkling says, I also am learning the Godot. Are you learning Godot or are you a master? I feel like you're a master, Fairwinkling. Wait. Or do you use Game Maker? Now I can't remember. Do you use Game Maker and now you're learning Godot? I honestly don't remember, and I apologize. Let's see. Good, I haven't used any tutorial yet, and I've learned how to add sprites and nodes. That's impressive. That is super impressive. I would 100% absolutely need tutorials if I was going to learn a different meme of the day. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? That seems safe enough. Being a game developer, how I thought it would be, how it usually is. Yeah. That's about as accurate as you can get. It's fun. It's a good time. I'd highly recommend it. I would highly recommend it. Same as yesterday. Let's see. Fairlink says, although my game is simple enough, I sometimes question if I should make it in Java or Python. Good, absolutely could. I'm gonna send my my desktop to you and Muno Games to Gen Chat. What? You're gonna send my desktop to me to Gen Chat. I don't know what that means. But I will be expecting it. Let's see, Mortals, I'm currently learning new script. Ooh, new script is a good one. I mean, I don't know it, but it looks like a good one. I'm currently learning Godot and 6502 assembly, also known as Hell. That is very accurately, very accurate description. Clearly I should learn assembly and make it like they made Roller Coaster Tycoon. Don't do it, Fairwinkling. Do not do it. It sounds absolutely horrible. Do not do it. Assembly is the highest level of Hell. Tippity top. You got the sweet in Hell. Absolutely. Assembly, I'm learning assembly to make NES games. Fair. I am certainly not a master. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Hey, like a cat. Did you forget to let the cat inside? I walked into the kitchen and she was begging to be let in. I didn't forget. I intentionally left her outside. That is kind of true, kind of not. She wouldn't come inside. I asked her to come inside like 10 times and she did not come inside. So I was like, well, you'll be let in eventually. One of these days. She likes being outside. It's fine. Fairyling says, I also have the problem of wanting to switch to a new project because I have a new idea. I do that all the time. And my wife hates me for it. I jump around between different ideas so often. So often. In general chat, only programmers will get my assembly joke. All right, well, first of all, if we're gonna pull up Discord, we gotta come in here and we gotta do a little bit of this. Let's see. Creator Corner. I did miss this. Updated the UI a bit. I did read the message, but I didn't see the video. Updated the UI, added a dark mode, and updated some of the battle stuff. Still a lot to go, but it's coming along one feature at a time. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, that's right. It's gonna be all right. So here we go. Everybody ready for a double, not double, but everybody ready to see OBS for a second? Woo! OBS. Okay, there we go. I believe you should be able to see what's going on. Whoop. Now you can't. Now you can. All right, let me full screen this. Ooh. Quick, everybody just get it. Yeah. Beautiful. Room code. Erped. Loki. This is beautiful. I love it. Let's see. Got an intro in. Might speed up the text scroll. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like the text scroll may need to be slightly faster. Because here's the problem when you make stuff like this. You know, you put in a lot of time and effort, and you want people to see and appreciate that. Which, absolutely love it. It looks beautiful. I love it. But if every time you open it up, it does this, it's gonna get a little old. I feel like most people might, well, some people would watch this the first time. Most people would probably just want to skip it. But if you have it fast enough, I feel like more people would watch it. Yeah, no, that is fantastic. I love it. I love it, Loki. I love it. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Fairly says, when I was first learning to code, I had a bug where I said equals and not equals, and it didn't log as an error. It took me a week to find. Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you. JK says, what do you think of the Horror City tileset on itch? I know a bit of Photoshop / GIMP, so I can modify it, but I can't make a tileset from the ground up yet. Will this be a good look for a paid game? Ooh, well, I will, whoop. How's that for beautiful? Whoa. Turn off monitor number 2. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Cameron Reap 2 says, whoop. Why can't Hoya make their linking process like that of EA?
Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. Let's come over here to itch.io. Hey, look at that. It's the RPG Maker Game Jam. Yeah. Let's see. Assets. And what was it called? It was called the Horror City. Is that what you called it? Oh, the Horror City. Yes. I absolutely love this tile set. I purchased it at one point on a different account, and I have used this in a project that I've created kind of by myself, like never gonna see the light of day. But yes, this is an absolutely beautiful tile set. Highly recommend if you're wanting to do any kind of like horror or post-apocalyptic or anything like that kind of game. Absolutely fantastic tile set. Yes, highly recommend. Yeah, absolutely fantastic tile set. I'm pretty sure that it also comes with a few different variations depending on the yeah, so now includes 48 by 48 RPG Maker MV version and no extra cost. And then yeah, so arranged both in 16 by 16. Ooh, oh my goodness.
Welcome Hexwave Games and your 7 amazing audience members.
Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome. Glad you're all here. Let's see. Get Hex Nerd. It's a Hexwave raid. Well, welcome. Thank you for the oh my gosh, I'm freaking having an aneurysm over here. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome everyone. Glad you are here. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes, sorry, you caught me off guard. I was talking about a tile set that someone in the YouTube chat was asking about, and highly recommending it. But yeah, welcome everyone. Glad you're here. How did your stream go? Yeah. Ooh.
Cameron Reap 2 just redeemed stream.
And we got to stretch. Mud Jab. Yes. So, for anyone here, all the raiders, first of all, welcome. Glad you're here. Second, yes. So with the stream, we're doing games dev stuff. Obviously, you know, we got that stuff pulled up. But there's also the channel points. So if you would like to spend a few channel points, I believe if you follow, you get like 300 points or something like that. And so over
Thanks
here on the
Hexwave Games.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yes. So with the follow, you do get. Oh my goodness. And would you believe it? Would you believe it? Wait for it.
Thanks for the follow, Kelsey Mateen.
Thank you for the follow. You know what's coming up next? Do you know what's coming up next? I'm gonna show you. Well, it should show you. And if it doesn't, this is gonna be really awkward because I'm really hyping it up. Yeah, there we go. Woo! 210.
We reached
Not
our
bad.
followers goal of 210. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Anyway, so yeah. So there's also like a little monster battler thing, Twitch integration thing that's going on over there on the right side of the screen. We call it the game bruh. But yeah, so you can eventually this is our end of combat shop where you can buy stuff. And so yeah, so once this eventually ticks down, you'll be able to fight monsters with different spells. If you click on the little mana thing there at the bottom, you should be able to roll a bunch of different magical dice, and it will deal damage to the monsters. So yeah. So good times. Wow, I feel like I got so far behind on everything. I am so sorry. Let me see if I can catch up really quick on chats. Let's see. Eduardo, welcome. Glad you're here. Good evening, Moonwood Games. How are you doing on this fine day? I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Eduardo. I appreciate that. It's currently 3 times faster. That is probably going to be the best way to go about it, Loki. So I'm glad you did. It does suck to see your hard work go by faster, but I do feel like more people will appreciate having it be a little bit faster. But yeah, so there you go. Now you got a little monster right there that you can start casting spells at and fighting, and we all fight together to try and, you know, kill the monster. So let's see. Why can't Hoyo make the? Oh yeah, that's right. That was a text to speech. Let's see. Vote. We got the raid. Welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Let's see. Jonas. Hello. Welcome. Glad you're here. Oh wait, you were already here. But hello anyway. I'm glad you're saying hello to the raiders. Lazarla. Yo. Welcome. Glad you're here. Let's see. Mudjab. It was 20% productive. Oh my gosh, it was 20% productive and 80% watching childhood TV show themes. I feel like those are sometimes the best streams. So yeah, no, that's absolutely fantastic. So for that 20%, what we're working on. Also, I know that sometimes when the raids go out, that people have stuff to do after the raids. So if anyone needs to just say hi and leave, that's totally understandable. But I do appreciate you being here, and yeah, very grateful for the raid. So thank you. Let's see. Vote. Come in with raid. Who's this dweeb? Oh well, Azarla. Yeah, it's a me. Wahoo! Congrats, Moonman. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. 210. Not bad. I sound like a moon woman. What? I know what you're talking about. Sound like a moon woman. I still don't get it, even after reading it twice. I apologize. But I am going to jump over really quick. I don't know how. I know there's a way to like shout out a channel, and I cannot for the life of me remember. So I am going to just throw you a follow really quick. I will also pull up. See here. There we go. So for anyone interested, here is our absolutely fantastic raider, Hexwave Games. So yeah, make sure to jump over there, give them a follow, and yeah. Should be a good time. Let's see. Morning, Woodman. Thank you, Eduardo. Don't spend your channel points. It gives Moonwood cans of beans in the mail. Shh, quiet. Don't tell them that. Cans of beans are how I'm surviving. So spend your channel points so I can continue surviving eating my cans of beans. For real though, congrats on the follower gold. Thank you, Lizelle. I appreciate that. Bye-bye, Manticore. He doesn't stand a chance. It's not really meant to be read. It's gibberish anyway. Fair. Okay, yeah, then having it go by shouldn't be the end of the world then. I'm setting up this channel. I usually stream on Fishafloor as me, but this is my company stream that I am trying to get prepped and affiliate. Well, yeah, it's, well then, I will also pull up your other channel so that we can, everyone can go over there and give a follow over there.
Unknown Artist says, I have posted art for my game on the Discord. The game will be entirely hand-drawn on iPad. I hope you enjoy the beans this gets you.
Well, yes, absolutely. I'm gonna have to pull that up. Let's see, Fishafloor. Oh, there you are. I see you now. All right, let me pull this up. All right, everyone, make sure to go over, give Fishafloor a follow, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. I wish I knew how to do the shoutouts. So if someone knows how to do the shoutouts, let me know, and we can shout out. So I've tried before. I've tried to do like ats, and I've tried looking everywhere, and I have absolutely no idea. You would think after 7 months of streaming that I would have figured it out by now, but I don't. I do not. Let's see. Can we get info about how good D4s, D6s, and D8s are? Yes, I can pull that up really quick and just let you know. So the D4s have a +3, the D6s have a +4, and the D8s have a +2. It looks like the D6s currently have the most plus damage. I'm sure that was meant for before when you were trying to do the level ups, but I apologize. I apologize for that. Someone said, wait. Someone said, wait. Someone said I said like a certain moon man. Oh, okay. Someone said I sound like a certain moon. Okay, but I'm a woman. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense. Okay. Thank you for that clarification. I am no longer confused. It's /shoutout. Oh! /shoutout. Oh my freaking goodness. All right. We're just gonna pull you back up, and we're going to. Oh wait. It was you know what? Might as well. Let's shout out both of these channels really quick. Hold up. Do a shout out there, and I think this. Yes, there we go. Hexwave Games. Let's pull this up really quick. Copy that. Do a little bit of a /shout out. Nope, not shared chat. Shout out. There we go. And replace username with that right there, and wha-bam! There we go. There's the shout outs. So yeah, so make sure to go over there, give her a follow. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for the raid again. I appreciate that. And let's see if I can catch him on the chats. I am so sorry. So sorry. Let's see. Yes, absolutely that slash shout out. Now that I know, that is going to be super useful. I should have known that. I should have known that a long time ago. Okay, and then I posted art. Yes, definitely need to go check that out. Unknown Artist. Let's come over here. Let's come over to the art channel right here. Oh man, we got a few of them. All right, so one from Cameron right here. I like it. It's looking good. I can't draw the body. That's all right. I think it's looking really good. Very nice stuff. Skateboard. I would say skateboard. Run side. Run. Love it. I really need to do better at. Oh my gosh, remember this. I remember. Average Farmers remembers too. Absolutely love it. Love this stuff. Let's see. I want to see people's games. Well, you come to the right place. We are making a game. Let's see, Lazarla. Anyway, Raiders, welcome to the Woody fam. What's good, Woodies? Today, we're gonna do our daily activities in Central Park. Yes, absolutely. Wait, Lazarla, were you the one that suggested to come over and raid? If so, I appreciate that. I want to show my game. The greed has consumed me. That is true, Fairly. That is true. Hey, look at that. The queue finally worked. He was working. Yes, Fairly. Absolutely. If you've got a link to your game, 100%. Send that. Actually, let me come over here. I should pull this up. I'm pretty sure I have it wishlisted. Yeah, Fairly is also absolutely fantastic game dev. Oh my gosh. Where is it in all of my wish list and stuff? You may have to send a link. I have way too many things wish listed in here. I need more money so I can buy stuff so I don't have such a huge wish list. We told you already. / shout out. I apologize. Still trying to get caught up on the chats. Let's see. Woodies, don't tell them what we did this morning. The backslash is newer but helpful. Very helpful. So D6s are metas. Yes, the D6s are meta right now. Time to vote. Vote to. No, I did not. Let's see. I think the shout outs might have failed, but that's okay. No! Are you a solo dev? Yes. Solo dev. Working on a project called Tower of Vercilias. I should probably actually introduce the project to you all before people run off.
Thanks for the follow, Fishifla.
Thank you for that follow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Followed in both places, so thank you. Yes, so Tower of Vercilias. Let me actually come over here to the town first. The Tower of Vercilias is going to be a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG. So general premise. You are a hired hand, essentially. So there is a wizard who used to work for the king, and he was, the king's mage, and started kind of dabbling into some dark magics, and so the king wanted him arrested, killed, whatever. So people were coming to get him in his wizard's tower. He didn't want to get got, right? And so he cursed his tower to just constantly be shifting and changing so that no one could ever find him in the tower. But because of that, it seems like he has locked himself in his own tower and he also cannot get out. So his tower was thus renamed to the Tower of Vercilias. But the king is not satisfied, just assuming that he's dead. So the king is like, you know what? There's a bounty on his head. For anyone that can bring him, either dead or alive, whatever it is, as long as you have proof that it is him, then there's this huge bounty. So you're an adventurer. You are someone who is coming to get this bounty. So there is a small town. This will be kind of like the central hub where you can talk to NPCs, get quests, buy and sell things, upgrade your spells and things like that. And so we're kind of working on this still. It is a little buggy right now. But yeah, so there'll be different shops. So if we go to the inn, you will have, the innkeeper you'll be able to talk to, get quests and all that fun stuff. And then there will be the Mages Guild where you'll be able to come in here, again, get quests, buy and sell things. So you can buy and sell dice. You can also open up your spell book and you can level up your spells. I will kind of talk about that in a little bit, but you may notice, so with the spell books, there is a 1 right here, and that's because all of the different spells, you got 4 different spells. You got Pyro, Geo, Necro, and Hydro. They all are doing 1 damage. But if I were to upgrade my spells, put in another D1 and you were to merge them together, it now becomes a D2. You merge 2 D2s, it becomes a D3. Vice versa, if we come over here and if we replace the 1 with a 2, it now is doing 2. And if we merge a 2 into the 2, it becomes a 3, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so then, so there's that. We've also got a church, we've got a tavern, and then eventually you'll be able to head into the tomb. So, the tomb itself. The tomb is a randomly generated dungeon layout every single time, and you are just navigating the tomb, trying to, you're fighting monsters, disarming traps, collecting items, trying to find your way to the next floor, because you do have to make it X number of floors before you have a chance to then be able to find Vercilias. And yeah, so you'll just be going around collecting dice. The dice are magical D20s. So as you're going around the tomb, you'll be able to collect them. You can merge them together to get to create higher level dice. And eventually you'll be able to go back to town and upgrade your spell book even more. I'm also now just realizing I have battles turned off, so let me turn those back on really quick. I apologize. Just give me 2 seconds. Is that over to a positive integer? Oh, there we go. All right, inn, mage's guild, church, tavern, tomb. So basically, the way that I'm trying to make it different from other roguelike RPGs is the combat system. So the combat is using Blackjack. So you'll use, Blackjack mechanics to fight the monsters. So the way it'll work with most of the monsters, the normal monsters, anything that isn't considered a boss monster, is the way it'll work is you'll draw your 2 cards, the monster draws their 2 cards, just like it normally would in Blackjack, if you are familiar with how Blackjack works. The only difference is you see both of their cards, so you know exactly how much they have drawn. And they will not draw any more cards. 13 is the value that they have, so I need to draw at or above 13 to be able to attack this monster. So right now, if I try to attack, nothing happens. I'm going to draw another card. Go, I've now got a soft 13. I might draw again, so help me if it draws a 10 value card. Okay, good. Now I've got a 20. There we go, absolutely fantastic. I can attack, and wha-bam. Dead, gone, killed the monster. And so you may have noticed with the cards themselves, they are, instead of using like the regular suits, so like hearts, diamonds, clubs, all that fun stuff, it's correlating to the different elements. So green is Geo, purple is Necro, so on and so forth. And yeah, so those are linked to the spells you have. So if you remember the spell book, you'll be able to upgrade your spells, and as you upgrade your spells, the cards will do more damage. So right now, all of them are just doing 1 damage each. But if I were to, say, upgrade my Necro spell to be level 5, this card, when it would hit, would do 5 damage, and this card would also do 5 damage. So, yeah. So that's basically, I mean, that's it for the combat. And then on top of that, there will be mini bosses where you'll play more classic Blackjack. So, it'll be you draw your cards, they draw their 2 cards, you only see the top one, you draw until you feel comfortable, and then you lock in, and they will draw cards until either they hit 17 or they bust or whatever else. Yeah, and then there will be mini bosses, and I'm going to say I'm already going to apologize for the absolutely horrendous mini boss. The art that I have done, it doesn't look good, okay? It doesn't look good. It was a placeholder, and I had to replace it eventually. But yeah, so the boss is basically the way that they'll work, so I'll lock in here, and I think it shouldn't be too broken. So they'll draw their 2 cards. If he busts, then they get to attack, and yeah, we continue. So that is the game we got right now. So eventually there will be, quests you'll be going through. You'll be collecting items, trying to find, whatever it is. There will be other characters and NPCs throughout the tomb that you'll also be able to find, and you'll be able to, complete quests with them. And yeah, so recently we were working on our item system, and so trying to make it so that you can actually have an inventory of items. Also getting the quest tracker up and going, so you'll be able to actually see your quests and see what you're doing. Yeah. So that is the general premise of the game. If that sounds exciting in any way, shape, or form, make sure to follow or subscribe, whichever platform you're on, so that you can follow the process. Yeah. And eventually we'll have a Steam page. One of these days. Okay, let's, I'm gonna really catch up on chat, and then we're gonna get back to it. But yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see, sadly don't remember. I got a concussion. Oh, that's not good. Let's see, I love Nico Mata so much. Also, Wood, what about your other games? Do you plan working on them ever again? Yes. So the other games that I've got, so if I pull these up, so the most recent one, Plunge into the Dungeon, I am planning on doing more work on this game over time. It's not really going to be a primary focus of mine, but it is going to be something that I'll probably just, again, over time, I'll be applying, creating new updates for it and just making it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more engaging. I don't have any planned update schedule for it, just because it's like, I mean, if it does super well on the Game Jam rankings, so like if it, you know, gets, I don't know, it's probably not going to win. I'm gonna say that now. It's not going to win. But if it gets high enough to the point where it seems like people actually liked it, like a majority of people liked it enough that I'd be able to, you know, justify spending a lot more time on it, then yeah, absolutely, you know, I would try and prioritize it a bit more. As of right now, I would probably do less prioritization just because, like, it is a smaller game. I do want to get it to the point, though, where I feel like it would be a good enough game to upload to, like, Steam or something like that. So, we'll see. We will see. But yes, so with Plunge into the Dungeon, yeah, definitely will be wanting to do a little bit more here. Same thing with Lemonade on Main Street. I do want to add a bit more to this game eventually. For now, it is it's just kind of like, well, it's here. People can play it. I do want to add more eventually. Eventually, there will be more added. But for now, it's kind of back burner stuff. There's just so much more going on right now that I'm like, ugh. So anyway, yes. So to answer your question, yes, I will be updating other games. When? I can't really say, but eventually. Eventually. Let's see. Confirmation. We got him, boys. Well, I appreciate that, Lazarla. I'm totally gamer mode. That's true. You totally are gamer mode. He gets behind on chat quick. Shush, Jonas, shush. But I do get behind. Let's see. Jellyfields, Moonwood. That's true. That's true. I am so sorry. Okay, let me get that pulled up. I probably should have just searched for it. I don't know why I was looking through my wish list. That is my bad, though. That is my bad. Yes, so this little guy right here, this absolutely fantastic game right here, was made by our one and only Fairly. So yeah, so if it seems like a game that would be interesting at all, make sure to go in. How have I not? Wait, was it the demo that I added to my wish list? I am so confused. I swear this should be on my wish list. Well, there we go. I am so sorry. I swear that was on the... Well, that means that makes sense why I couldn't find it. Anyway, yes. So, if that seems like something you would be interested in, make sure to go check out is it Gellyfields or Jellyfields? I keep saying Jellyfields. Now I'm like, wait, is it Gellyfields? Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up there for just a little bit longer if anyone wants to go search that on Steam. I've been lurking since before the raid. I just came back at the exact right time. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Let's see, this fair pop and chat can be hard. It can be very difficult, and I feel bad. I feel bad. Fisher Floor says, moving to my phone so I can eat. Totally understandable. Well, hopefully you can get some good food. Send the Steam link in Discord. Yeah, I am so sorry. I should have pulled it up sooner. Wait, why doesn't the king get a wizard to uncurse the tower? Well, because he's the most powerful wizard in the land. That's why. So, despite their best efforts, they just can't. Don't poke holes in my story. I can't think of ways to unpoke holes in the story. Because there's an evil wizard to uncurse the curse. Maybe. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Of course, small brain moment. Morningwood, the automatic game bro damage is not working since the last shot. Automatic damage. Oh, that's not good. But have a look at that. I think the dice Q broke it. I could see that. I could see that. Let's see. Never mind. It worked. Okay, good. Whew. Oh, freaking ads. Ads are over. So cool. Itch. Yeah, I should probably get a bot set up if you do itch. Let's see. I'm now a bot. Congratulations, Jonas. Congratulations on the promotion. Let's see. Like you couldn't find the ROM. Didn't trust the ROM. Or on my old laptop. Pretty sure you wishlisted it on the stream. So weird. Yeah, I'm like, I swear I hit wishlist. So I don't get why neither of them were wishlisted. I was like, well, maybe it was just the demo that was wishlisted, but no. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the VOD, because I swear. But if nothing else, it is now. Jelly. Okay, good. I am pronouncing it right. Whew. So you didn't trust the SMB 64. Let's see. Gonna lurk. Doing my fan art for ZZZ. No worries. No worries. That pan hit me way too hard. Okay, I think I'm almost caught up now. I will give you mercy. Let's see. But hey, I'm alive now after 15 hours of stream. That is a lot. That is a lot. Okay, now on to YouTube. Let's see. I spent days. Okay, so I did read Leylanix's comment when I first started learning. Okay, I did read that one. JK says, what do you think of the Horror City tile set? I did read that one, and yes, 100% JK. I don't remember if I finished mentioning that, but yes. Highly recommend. Absolutely fantastic tile set. Would recommend 10 out of 10. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Add the details for those who like details, but don't force those who don't. That is a great way to go about it. Yeah. And the little details are always fun, but not everybody's going to appreciate the little details. I am so sorry. I feel like I've my speech impediment is just so strong. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, you know what I also just realized? Jonas, you redeemed a stretch forever ago, and I never stretched. So, everybody, here we go. Stretch with me. And the other way. Oh man, and backwards. Oh, those stretches. They keep me alive. Thank you for the stretch. I appreciate that. Okay, I think I got everything. I think we're caught up. Man, that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you again so much for the raid. I appreciate that. And yeah, so wait. Did the shoutouts work though? That's what I need to know. If the shoutouts worked, fantastic. If not, I will figure out what's going on there. Speech impediment is what I have every time I stream, just as Jonas Frog. It happens. I don't know what it is. I turn on the camera and I'm just like, I cannot say words. I cannot speak. I cannot say things. Let's see. Mathra, welcome. I was about to say Mathra says, and I was like, wait, this is the first message. What is up, bro ham on white bread with cheese? Oh, you know, just all sorts of things. Yeah. What's up with you? How you doing? How's life? Let's see, you know, you can get away with not doing it because I will forget. I know, but I would feel absolutely horrible if I didn't do it. So I will always try to remember, even if I have to push it off a little bit. The shoutouts did, in fact, not work. No! For me, /shoutout always works for other streamers. Well, we love new friends. We do love new friends. New friends are always the best. Maybe use the wrong direction / even. Well, no, because it does. It auto-filled correctly. And then I do shout out. And then it asks for the username. I don't know if I'm supposed to be... And it puts it in square brackets. It should autofill. Maybe, okay, so shout out. Highlight a channel for viewers to follow. Just at... Okay, so I have to do... I have to do the at... Okay, all right. There we go. Okay, that's what I was doing. I did it wrong. But that worked now. Holy smokes. Okay. All right, so there we go. There's that. And then let's do ourselves a nice little slash shout out to at Hexwave Games. That is so much better. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Yes, achievement unlocked. You would think someone who's been streaming, yes, for like 7-8 months now would have figured out shoutouts, but apparently not. So, oh well. Raise a glass. Yes, a tasty new game dev to follow. So tasty. I'll applaud Moonman. Well, let's not get too carried away. I dropped my phone. Whoop. Oh, I have to wait 1 minute and 34 seconds before giving another shout out. Well, that's stupid. Why would there be a cooldown for shout outs? It's my channel, Twitch. I should be able to shout out as many people and as much as I would like. Oh well. Also, at Unknown Artist, did my sleepy ass hear a French accent in your stream? That's possible. That is possible. Okay, so getting back to what we were doing. So let's go back over here to the tomb. Pull this up. And let's get in here. So as of right now, so if you put down a dice and you go to the items tab, you cannot pick that up. I think the only ones that we have working is if you have the items, you go over here and you go over to dice, pick it up, switch over to dice, pick it up. Okay. So it's not working. But I think what I should be able to do is just copy the code and basically be able to use almost the exact same thing as here, but over there. If we go, I think it's just this right here. It does also have the else though. We have to make sure not to have that else. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace the stuff in that else. Let's come over here. Also, I think I can now do /shout-out to, let's do at, oh my gosh, Hex Wave Games. There we go. There's the other shout out. Yeah. Well, everybody make sure to go over there, give her some follows. And yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. All right, everybody. So now that we've got that copy, let's come over here. Nope, that is not what we want. We want this one right here. So item interactivity. We got all the item slots, and then we've got the room slots right here. We're going to set it to 16. Paste that in here. Now what we're going to want to do is, I believe we can just cut this. And then over here in the else, where are the else handles? Where are the else handles? Okay, so we don't need any of this because this is all for the dice specifically. Yeah. Okay, so we just do that. Paste that in there. Fantastic. We do need to swap it the other way though. So you got erasing the dice and then showing items. So this is erasing items, and then we need to show the items. Yes. Let's come over to here. So this is the actual button you're clicking. So if you click on, so we're going from items to dice. So we need to erase the items and show dice. Show dice. There we go. Yes. Okay, so come over to here. For this event, scroll down to here, and then we should just be able to delete all of this. Go. Okay. I'm like 99. Oh, wait, nope. That was close. So we want to not turn on show items menu. We want to turn on show dice menu. Turn off show items menu. Yes. Okay. And this is going to be if you are less than 100. Nope. I found the best music video. I also really like this song. Ooh. Hey, ads. Yay, ads. Let it burn. I'm no cheese man. I don't think I've ever heard of I'm no cheese man. Definitely cannot play this on stream. But the freak is going on here? It's cheese man. What is this? What am I watching? Cheese man. What? Okay, I get that. I don't know what I'm watching, but I like it though. Not cheese, chess. Oh, it's chess man. Yeah, I read that as chess way too many times. I am I thought it was Rickroll for a second. I was kind of expecting it to be as well. It's chess man. Chess man, not chess man. Chess man. Okay. That is my bad. Chess man. Should I use 2k points of D4 all at once? That is a lot of D4s. That would be a ton of D4s. Be kind of fun. I saw that you were learning assembly in chat or something earlier. I forgot. Let's see. Fairly says, I think we just discovered who Cheese Man is. It's Moonwood. No, it's not. It's not me. I swear. Cheese. Yeah, 652. 6502 assembly. Awesome. Yeah, very nice. Athra, you are going to be in for the long haul. 2,000 points at 40 apiece. That's going to be a while. That is going to be a while. But I believe in you. I mean, the moon is made of cheese, so Moon Man is cheese. There we go. Should I start a new band and I'll call it Cheese Man? I think so. I think so. Just start a new channel called Cheese Man Game Studios. Be great. Okay, so if show map menu is on. Actually, I think these should be the exact same and should be fine. We shouldn't have to worry about those. Okay, so now if we come in here and we put down an item or put down a dice and we go to items and we pick this up, still nothing. Oh. I think it's because I need to copy and paste this stuff here. No, it should be fine. Because this is for the actual items you're picking up. Yes. Okay. Okay, so in here we don't want to say if you are greater than 100. We just want to say if you are greater than 0. That means there's something actually on the ground. And then this conditional branch will then take into account whether you are an item or a dice. Moon Cheese Games. Second Twitch channel. That is just a 24/7 slideshow of cheese stock images. Now that's the way to make the big bucks. That is the way to go. Okay, so then if you are less than 100, do this thing. If you are not, do this thing. Yes. That should be more of what we want. Let's see here. Put down a dice right there. Go over here and we're trying to pick that up. We switch it over to the dice. Fantastic. That way if we're over here and we pick up a dice, it should... No! No. What happened? What happened? What happened? No! I thought we were good. Okay, so why would it have done that? Why would it have done that? So if we pick this up and put this there, we go to items, we pick this up. Okay. Alternatively, it could be your second channel. True, when I do actual stuff instead of just stock images of cheese. I think it's a good idea. So why is it working now? I don't understand. JK says, I'm trying to understand the eventing, but there are too many magic numbers. Yeah, I definitely have not built this in such a way that it actually is good. It's not. It works because you don't understand. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. I have no idea what's going on here. So if I put that there, I put that there, and then I try to pick this up. Okay, so that now it's freaking out. Now it's freaking out. Why is it freaking out? Not a freaking clue. But it's still gonna freak out and just be like, I can't show this image. So why does it freak out when there is something here, though? That makes no sense at all. Pick that up, you're good. Pick that up, you're good. Go over here, put that down. You're fine. You're fine. More of an RPG Maker moment than incompetence. That's, I mean, that is very accurate. So why on earth, if I put that there, and then I put you there, and I pick you up and put you down. So what? Oh, I'm so confused. Why, if when there's an item on the floor with the dice, it freaks out like that? That makes absolutely no sense to me at all in my mind. Absolutely none. Yeah, take that. Freaking Naga. Kill it. Destroy it. Show dice menu. Yeah. So turn on show dice menu. Turn off show items. Do all of this. Is that why it's freaking out though? Oh, wait, 96. Oh, okay, that would be a problem. That would be a problem. So we need to say 95. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. So now if we put an item here, and we put an item here, and we pick this up. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, okay, all right. That is so much better. Okay, that was actually my own incompetence. That was my bad too. I copied and pasted code and I didn't verify. That is my bad. I apologize. Okay, so that is fixed. That is working. That is fantastic. So what that means is we should then be able to come over here, go to item slot, the room 2, and we should just be able to grab this whole thing right here. Copy that over to page 4. And then let's go to room items 2. Paste that there. 17. Okay. So now you are going to say if 96, yes. Then so you are going to say if you are just greater than 0. If you're greater than 0, allow this thing to happen. I'm going to say item slot is 17. If script, so if 96 is greater than 100. Believe I need to switch that. Yes. This is if 96 is less than 100, meaning are you a dice, not an item? And we're going to say turn on show dice menu, turn off items menu. All those images should be fine. And then we just need to swap out. So we've got erase dice and then show items. Yes. So let's come over here. We should just be able to copy that through that. Place all of this. Go. And then the else, we can just get rid of you, and you. Keep this, so it's saying set current room item to -1. Swap the pictures, swap everything. Random number 2 equals 10. Picked up, turn on. Okay, so let's just cut that and throw it in here, I suppose. There we go. Okay, now we should be able to come in here and we should be able to say if we... Okay, so if we pick up a dice and put you there, and then we can pick up this dice and put you there. And if we come over here to the items, if we pick up a dice here, it should switch over to the dice menu, which it does. Fantastic. And same thing, if we come over here to the items menu and pick up dice, it should switch over to the dice menu. Same thing, vice versa. So if we put you there and put you there, if we come over to the dice menu, we pick up a potion, it should switch over to the items menu. And if we pick up move back over to the dice menu and pick up another item, it should switch over to the items menu. Awesome. Now, if we have a stick on the ground, and let's say we have a dice on the ground, and then we come over to the items menu, we try to pick up the dice, it should switch over. The same thing if we pick up the item here, and yeah, you should just be able to swap back and forth. Oh, the quick pickup also works. That is fantastic. I did not think that it would actually work. I thought for sure there was going to be a bug, because I didn't think it would switch the menus fast enough to have it know, oh, you need to go here. But now here's a question. Is it going to be good enough for this? If we have a stick here, and if we go to the dice menu, oh, it does, yes! It actually does pick the next available spot. It doesn't just go, oh, we're going to spot 1. It actually is like, okay, what spots are available? That is the next available spot. So if I were to pick this up, and if I move this down to here, it should go right there. So we go to dice, and if we click on that, yeah, there we go. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Let's see. Mathra says already better bug control than AAA. Well, I try and do my best. Sometimes it works. Other times, not so much. Some Randev, welcome. Glad you're here. Absolutely love the emote. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Loki says, sold. It is like the man knows how to make a game. Sometimes. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So there we go. So the items menu should now be working. The dice menu should now be working. You should be able to put stuff down, and you should be able to pick stuff back up. Oh my goodness! Tin Bears! Tin Bears!
Welcome Tin Bears and your 16 amazing audience members.
Thank you for that raid. I appreciate that, Tin Bears. Welcome. Glad you're here. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Sit on down. Yeah. Welcome. How'd your stream go? How did everything go for you? What were you working on? And do you feel like you were able to accomplish what you set out to do in your stream? Jonah says, whoa, it's some Randev. It really is. It really is. In the flesh. Virtually. Digitally. Good news, I got more good progress on my game engine. Very nice, Jonas. Absolutely love that. Let's see, Tin Bear says, I was working on my game template, some in Godot. Well, you're gonna have some people here in chat who are also Godot users and enjoyers. So, also suffering from an oversight in how audio is handled. Ooh, you gotta love those oversights. Gotta love the oversights. Love them. Well, sounds like it was a good stream for you. Yeah. Hopefully it was a good time. At least you hopefully had a good time. Sometimes, even if you're not productive, as long as it was a enjoyable stream, then there you go. I love me some Godot. We do have some Godot enjoyers here in the chat. Always a good time. How are things going for you? They're going actually fantastic. So yeah, we can really quickly just for in risking going over this again. But hey, maybe if people were not here before or they weren't listening or something like that, we can go over what we're working on. So, do we got ads popping up? Freaking, I can't skip it either. Well, hopefully the raiders are not in ads. I hope. Please don't check Discord. All right, I won't. So is everybody in ads right now? I don't know how the ads work, and I apologize. Is let's see, is everyone adding it up? Let's see, yeah, so please don't check Discord. Linko Guy says, midnight stream. Always with the midnight streams. Welcome, Linko Guy. Glad you're here. I'm not in ads. Well, Jonas, I think, don't you have a sub? I think maybe. Back from ads. All right, awesome. Well, welcome back. Glad you're back. Yes, so our project here we're working on is it's called Tower of Vercilias. So just really quickly running through, ads still going for me. All right, well, we're just gonna be going over what the project is. I know you can't actually hear me. I was in Pip. Oh, okay. I do not have a sub anymore, but my ads are weird. Fair. Yes, Tower of Vercilias. It is a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG, where the battle mechanics are based off of Blackjack, and you will have magical d20s you can merge together and create different magical spell types and things. Yeah, so really quickly just going over it. So you've got a town here. This will kind of be working as the central hub of the game. This is where you will have different Selix says, can you see YouTube comments? Absolutely I can. Absolutely I can. It's a great question. I don't know why you retracted it, but yes I can. Yeah, so the central hub, this is where you'll be able to talk to NPCs, get quests, buy and sell items, all that fun stuff.
YouTube glitch.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. So all the different vendors, the different shops will have their different functions. So at the end, there'll be like different things you can buy here. Also quests that you'll be able to, like a quest line for this specific person, you will be able to go down. You've also got the Mages Guild. The Mages Guild has probably more of what you'll actually be able to do in the game. So you've got, this old man you'll be able to talk to, do quests for him. You can also buy and sell dice. And I'll kind of explain the dice a little bit more, but just so you're aware, they're like elemental magical dice. And then he's also got a spell book that you'll be able to use the magical dice on to upgrade your spells. So as you upgrade your spells, you're able to do more damage. And yeah, I will then later explain what the damage is for. But yeah, and you'll be able to eventually kind of mix and match your spells so you can combine different elements to create different elemental magical types. So different spells you'll be able to craft yourself. Anyway, and then we're still working on the hub. So yeah, so you visit the church. There's not a whole lot there. Vet Tavern, just blueprint stuff right now. Then you actually go into the tomb. So in the tomb, it is a randomly generated layout every single time. And so yeah, oh yeah, that's freaking premise of the game. I am so sorry. So premise of the game. There was once a great wizard named Vercilias, who was the king's right-hand wizard. He started dabbling in dark magic, so the king ordered his arrest/death, whichever. And Vercilias was not a fan of that, so he put a curse on his tower, so it's always changing, so that no one could ever get to him. But because of this, no one ever saw him come out of his tower, so everyone just assumes he must be dead in there. He must have cursed himself inside of his tower, so if people couldn't get in, he couldn't get out. But the king, not satisfied with that, he's like, no, I'm going to put a bounty on his head. If anyone wants to go in there and try to get him out of the tower, feel free. There's a huge reward if you can bring him to me dead or alive. But since everyone just assumes that he is in there dead, they now call it, instead of the Tower of Vercilias, it is now the Tomb of Vercilias. And yeah, so you are an adventurer coming in here to try and get Vercilias, whether dead or alive, and bring him to the king so you can get your reward. And yeah, so you'll just be exploring. There's my chest that we recently added. So yeah, so we navigating this randomly generated dungeon, collecting the D20 magical dice, fighting monsters, disarming traps, fighting mini bosses, and eventually trying to find your way onto the next floor. So with the combat, the way that I'm trying to kind of set this apart from other dungeon crawling roguelike RPGs is the combat. So the way that we're doing this is we are using Blackjack mechanics. So for anyone who's not familiar with Blackjacks, very quick rundown. It is basically you draw 2 cards, the dealer or the monster draws 2 cards, and then usually what will happen is you only see the one top card of the dealer, and then you'll draw until you feel comfortable without going over 21, or, you know, just, yeah. So as long as you don't go over 21, you're good. You want to try and get as high as possible without potentially going over. But the difference here is, you know, you'll draw 2 cards, the monster draws their 2 cards, but you will see the 2 cards that the monster has drawn. So this is basically working as the monster's combat power, their armor class, if you will. And so I need to draw at least at or above 15 to be able to attack the monster. So I'm at a 12, so I can't. If I draw 1 more, so I'm at 20, now I can attack. So if I click, I will then attack. And each one of these attacks, I know they look like physical damage because of the weird animation there. It's doing magical damage. So as you can see, these are not the normal suits of the cards you would normally see with regular playing cards. So these are linked to your different elements that you have in the spellbook. So since I've upgraded the spellbook a little bit, some of these cards will be doing more damage than others. And yeah, so as you play the cards, they will actually deal that damage to the monsters. And yeah, so that's kind of how you eventually level up and do more damage, is you will go in and you'll be upgrading your spellbook and making it do more damage like that. And yeah, that's kind of what we got so far. It's been a very, very long road trying to get it to this point that we have it right now. Crap. But we're making progress slowly but surely, and yeah, it's been a blast. It's been a blast. Anyway. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully that sounds interesting. If it does, make sure to follow, subscribe, whatever, you know, whichever platform you're on. If not, though, that's totally fine. I appreciate you being here, for listening to my spiel. For anyone who has heard that a million times, I apologize. Yeah, yes, that is what we got. That's what we got. Oh, let's see here. Oh my gosh. All right, gotta get caught back up on chat. Back from ads. Let's see. I was in Pip. It's so crazy. I got an ad for this YouTuber named Fairly. Dude looked like he was so cool. I'll give him a 2 out of 10. I would say a 10 out of 10. Now you can check Discord. All right, I will in just a second. Let's see. Tin Bear says, "Ooh, absolutely love the art style." Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely going for that, you know, old, like late 80s, early 90s, you know, computer game kind of vibe. Kind of what we're trying to go for. Like simplistic, dark, atmospheric. The best way to describe it anyway. Let's see. Oh no, he's explaining it again. It's true. I did. Logan says, "Welcome to the Tomb of Vercilias, where everything's made up and the dice don't matter." They will eventually matter. Let's see, of course, or he just unalived himself. That is possible. That is possible. Zach, welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, sit on down. Let's see, Saluk says, whoa, it's me. Oh my gosh, you're in 2 different places at once. It's nuts. This is sick. Thank you, I appreciate that. I like the concept. It seems polished so far. I really like the art style. Thank you, Tin Bears. I appreciate that. The transition is nice too. You nailed it. Well, thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that, so thank you. Yeah, everyone, now that I know how to do these things, let's give ourselves a nice shout out to @Tin Bears. Make sure to go over, give a follow, and yeah. Good times. Well, thank you again for the raid. I appreciate that. If you got a dip, that's totally understandable. You know, I know that sometimes, especially after a long stream, you may just need to get off and be able to probably go to sleep, get some food, get some water, whatever it is you need to do. So yeah, so if you got a raid and run, totally understandable. No worries at all. What if the tomb was empty and he was actually in the other tomb placed conveniently next to the one you went into? Could happen. It could happen. We should just add like a very, very small chance that he's just like not in the tomb at all, and you're just like, what happened? Where'd he go? Tin Bears, yes sir, I'm gonna get some food, but I'll be lurking. I appreciate the explanation. Well, yeah, thank you for being here, Tin Bears. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. Thank you for the raid. And yeah.
Thanks for the follow, Tin Bears.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, all right. So let us see here. Over on YouTube, let's see. I misspelled the first message. Totally understandable. Hey, look, it's me. It's true. It's you. Why does the chest sprite have a white border? Well, we're still working on some of the graphics. Some of the graphics, a lot of this is subject to change. The graphics of the chest were actually one that I maybe just like a couple streams ago just added. So yes, the art is very much so up in the air right now. Yeah, so probably will be adjusting it a bit, but I believe what I meant to have it look like was it was supposed to look like a silver, not hinge. It's supposed to look like it's yeah, like a silver, I don't know, plating around the edges. It does kind of come across as just like being a white outline though, doesn't it? We'll need to fix that. We will need to fix that. Let's see. Rack says, hear me out. He's literally just on holiday and everyone misunderstood the story and started making shit up. He gets back. His tower has been raided. Everyone's like, where is he? And he's just like, what is happening? What are you guys doing in my tower? And there's like, there he is. Get him. And he's like, oh, absolutely. Poor Vercilias. Misunderstood mages. All right, unknown artists. Let's jump over here into Discord and let's take a look. See here, over here. Let's see. Did you say it was in art or let's see? Can you check Discord? Ads. Please don't check Discord. No ads. Just oh yeah, the memes channel. That's right. Memes channel. Unknown artist says, I'm once again asking for a buff mimic that attacks you. We will. We absolutely will. There will be a buff mimic that will attack you if you try to open the chest. Absolutely there will be. We just need to actually make the art for it, because I'm not an artist. Yes, mimic mentioned. Yes, there absolutely will be a mimic. I actually did talk about this a very long time ago. Like a very long time ago. Like if I come in here, if we pull this up, I actually made a short about it so long ago. Back then it was more of like a joke. But it actually is. So if we go over here to not live shorts, and let's actually search for mimic. Yes, a D20 or a mimic. That's what it was. It wasn't going to be a mimic chest. It was going to be a D20 mimic. That's what it was going to be. But yeah, we had talked about doing this. Yeah, so that there'd be a D20 in the tomb, and just randomly it would be like an actual D20, but there would be a possibility, yes, a 0.001% chance that it would be an actual D20, then an even lower chance that it would then just be a mimic D20. So we did talk about that. So I guess it wasn't necessarily related to the chests, but yes, it was talked about in potentially doing a mimic D20. where you would just be like, oh my gosh. Also, look at young Moon Man over there. So young, so full of life. So 4 months ago. Anyway. Yeah, so it is something we've actually talked about before. Long ago. Buff Mimic. Love Mimics. There we have crazy-haired Moon Man. That's true. Back when I had my longer hair, crazy times. I feel like I should grow it out in the before times. Loki knows of the before times. Loki knows. And that was the before times. Anyway, let's see here. JK says, I just realized you normally don't see the first dealer card in Blackjack hands. That adds a lot of depth. True. Yes. Yeah. You usually only see, so they would draw 2 cards. You would only see, would it be the first card or the second card they draw that you see? You see one of the cards. I can't remember which one it was. You see one of the cards. Yes. Yeah, so being able to see both cards. Now keep in mind, that is only for the regular monsters. The regular monsters, you will only see both of their cards. On the bosses, though, you will see just the one card like you normally would in Blackjack. Let's see. I looked at other designs, and silver is not pure white. So I think if you made the shade a little darker, it would look better because pure white stands out. That is very true. That is a really good point. I probably should darken it just a little bit. Yeah, probably for the best. It's actually coming here. I'm gonna go to images, pictures. Did I just call it chest? Yes, chest. And let's also open in my clouds document. Let's open Tomb of Vercilias. And let's close this so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we freaking go. All right, so let's come down here to the color palette. So what do we currently have here? We have this. Yes, let's make it slightly darker. Maybe 2 shades darker. Actually, that's probably going to work a lot better than having such a bright silver. Such a bright white is just not quite what we want. So, let's come in here, let's come in here, let's come in here, let's come in here. And then how was it that I was spawning the chests? It was with the room traps, right? So we're in room 23. There is a chest in room 14. Head over. Oh, and 1 in 16. Oh, that's right. That's why I didn't go with this shade of gray. Because it's the same shade of gray as the walls. That's right. That's right. Now I remember. Okay, so maybe we do have to go just 1 shade brighter. We could go another shade darker. I think that makes it the same shade as the floor. Maybe that's not the end of the world. Maybe 1 brighter. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see what it looks like in game. So we're in room 52. So there should be 1 in room 59. All right, let's go over to room 59. That is not. Oh, that's a trap, not. '46. Let's go to room 46. Tell everybody I'm on my way. Oh, there we go. And 40. Yeah, that blends in too much. All right, never mind. Say, look, I think you are correct. I think we needed to go 1 lighter. Whoop. And we'll hope that doesn't look too light in the game. All right, there we go. Visit the inn, leave the inn, visit the Mage's Guild, leave the Mage's Guild, visit the church, visit the tavern, yada, yada, yada. Here we go. Okay, we're in room 21. Let's see, room 21. Around us, there is 1 in room 24. Let's see if we can get to room 24 without... Well, there we go. Room 16 as well. All right, I think that does actually look way better. That looks way better than having the super bright, but it's also not so dark that it blends in with the floor or the walls. Yes. Say like you are 100% correct in that. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's definitely something that I should have done a while ago. So yes, thumbs up. Absolutely fantastic stuff. See, this is why I stream this stuff, because I would have looked at that and been like, it's fine. It's all right. It's whatever. But having other people's eyes on this so I can actually see and know what's going on helps a ton. Okay. Let's come over here. Create button in place of quest window. I mean, we kind of did that. Yeah, kinda. Okay, town, create the Mages Guild. I mean, that's basically done. We do have the Mages Guild. You can buy and sell dice. You've got the quests. Oh, you don't have the quests yet, but you've got the spell book. I mean, yeah, that's kind of technically done. Okay, make mini-boss stand if at variable 17. That is right. The combat is extremely buggy. Okay, well, creating the inn/pub. This turned into just the inn. So let's get rid of that. Let's change that. So yeah, so technically we have created the inn. The inn is good. The church, and then we also need town, create tavern. We do still need both of those. This is requiring things like graphics, the different vendor options they're going to have. So yeah. Okay, so create door entrance decor for chest room. Did we? I think we just have the chest. We just have the chest showing, right? Like we don't have any decor for the chest. But I can't remember. Did we have decor working in the chest rooms? What the freak am I doing? Just go. Just have me spawn in the tomb. I don't want to go through the town every single time to get to the tomb. Okay, so we're in room 39. 39. There's a chest in room 35. Let's head to room 35. Yo. Nope, that is not. That is not. Is it negative? Are negative numbers the chests? I think so. That is my bad. Okay, 29. Room 29. There we go. So there's no decor in here. Okay. What about room 1 and room 6? Let's go to room 1 and room 6. No decor in there. Of course, there's a trap right before the chest room. Okay. So I'm pretty convinced there's no room decorations showing. Oh, hey, look at that. Sacrifice. Yeah, now we can go through. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure there are no decorations showing because I think this is using the image layer of the decorations. That would make sense. So we would have to add our own custom decorations. They'd be the exact same every single time. I don't think we're going to worry about having decorations in the rooms that the chests are in. I don't think so. No, I think we should be fine there. Okay, so I think that's going to be fine. We don't need that, so let's come over here. We should just be able to delete this. Yeah. So let's archive and then delete, because you can't just delete it. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't give a delete option, but keep sigil, we'll use it as a trap. Add buff/debuff cards when progressing floors. Adding a dice sort /auto merge button. Create chest graphic. Okay, well, we did that already.
Thanks for the follow, David Massacre.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so creating the chest graphic, we actually got that done already. Fantastic. Make chest spawn randomly in the tomb. We got that working as well. Let's see, Yahtzee, name spells, add autoplay toggle, decorations. Okay.
Thanks for the follow, say 4lek.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, thank you. You've all been absolutely fantastic. I am blown away. So thank you all so much. Thank you. I was actually okay. So little vulnerability moment, I suppose, for a second. I was worried because usually Sundays are usually like my better nights in terms of like viewership. Tuesdays are usually the worst, and then Thursdays usually get like a little bit better. And so yeah, I was just kind of expecting. I was like, you know what? We'll just have a small stream. Like it's gonna be nothing too crazy. And yeah, you have all absolutely blown my mind. Just blown my expectations out of the water. So thank you. I appreciate all the follows, the raids, all the kind comments. So thank you all. Thank you. Hey, all right. Sapping is over. Okay, so we still need to create the church and the tavern. We could, sorry about that. We could work on that. Let's see. Or or we could start work on the buff/debuff cards. Don't worry, I'm not honest. I am focused. I'm focused. We're focused. Okay, so we could do the buff/debuff cards. I almost kind of want to add another feature instead of doing more bug fixes. So we did all the bug fixing already with this whole, with the item and dice menus. That's, yeah, I'm kind of done with bug fixes for now. Like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. So, although one thing that I am kind of thinking about, I'm wondering, let me pull up Photoshop really quick. We're going to close you and close you. Man, my nose has been so itchy. I apologize. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is. Allergies have been absolutely horrible this summer, and I forgot to take my allergy meds for a few days. I thought things were finally getting better, and now it's been a few days, and my body's like, nope. Oh well. Okay, so let's come over here to the items. I know these are just placeholders, but I just want to see what will this look like. Oh my gosh! If we have some kind of outline around these things. Let's do canvas size +8 +8. Go. Let's do 4 pixels, and then let's get some kind of outline. What shade is the dice outline? Uh-huh. Okay. What about the menu itself? Is that the same shade of gray here? No, that is much darker. Okay. What if we go with the darker gray here? Wait. I wonder. Hear me out. This might work. We select all the green. TOV stands for time to. Pat thumbed it. Stands for time to get distracted. No. No, that means time to focus. Absolutely no distractions. No distractions up in here. Okay, so let's do. Oh my gosh. Modify. Expand by 4 pixels. That's what I thought it was gonna. Okay, all right. Well, then what we can do is we can just do a little bit of dish. Tolerance, let's set that to like 10. Should select all of the green, yeah. 50. 100. There we go. All right, so then if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, fill this in. That should be much faster than going through and just like pixel by pixel filling this in. Should be. There we go. Okay, so something I just now realized. Well, no, we're gonna want to keep that square. Okay, so now what does... Wait, what? What are we pointing at, Salek? What are we pointing at? He is a little guy. Look at this little guy. Army of little guys. Oh, you're all trying to distract me. No distractions. No distractions. Absolutely none. I see through you. I see through all of you. All right, items. Has an outline. That just blends in straight with the floor. All right. So that is not a dark enough gray. What color of gray is that? Right there? Okay. What if we go 1 darker? Save that. Is this going to look good with an outline or not? Maybe. Salek says, I was trying to switch to Twitch and type a message of him pointing down. But the silly little guy got to it first. Silly little guy. There. All right, that makes more sense. Okay, well, I do like having an outline. It does help a bit. I don't think we want to have it black, because then it's just going to look like there's like a hole in the floor. Yeah. Okay, so I think probably what's going to work best then is, yeah, having an outline like this is going to be great. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do that. Let's select inverse. We do... Yep. Oh, do. Fill in. Oh! I'll fix it later. I will fix that later. And I don't think it's going to look good having that like that. I think what we need to do is just have the outlines on the outside of the bottle. Well, no. Jonas, Moonwood, Axel, anyone, look at this little guy. Such adorable little guys. that is the perfect little guy. Cute little guys. Maybe we actually need to have this like this. Have this completely full. I don't know. Oh, let's see. What shade of red is this? This one? Okay, so we go with one darker. Put that right there. I don't know. Something like that. Who knows? This canvas size, we're going to go +8. +8. Okay. All right, and then we select all of that, and then we select inverse. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I just realized I need to grab that again. Yep. 4, 1, 2, 4. That's awkward. Okay. There we go. And if we come back over here, they should all be outlined. Which I think that looks better. For now, I mean, for the placeholder items, they look fine. Yeah. Sad little guy because ads. No, not the ads. It gets the job done. Okay, so there's that. Now. That is right. So we don't want to do more bug fixes because I just... we already did a decent amount of bug fixes. So let's figure out the buff/debuff cards when progressing floors. So let's come in here. We're going to close that, and let's close that. I created in here. This was supposed to... I'm supposed to be able to use this to create all of this stuff. So much of this is like not even being used anymore. A part of me is almost like, do I just scrap this and start fresh? No. All right, new. 1280 by... Oh my gosh. 1280 by... what is happening? 720. And we resize that down to 25%, not 400%. Yep, there's the resolution of Tomb of Vercilias. Right there, a nice 320 by 180. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, so now what we want to do is we need to create a exciting screen, if you will. 10%, 20? Yeah, 20 is fine. Ooh! Forgot about that. Set that to nearest neighbor, not by cubic. There we go. Close enough. All right. Let's fill in the background with this guy right here. Yep. So this is what you're going to see. I'm going to call this back. This is what you're going to see when you enter the tomb, when you're going from floor to floor. This is going to be you choosing the buff/debuff cards. So here's what I'm kind of thinking. Trying to think of like How are we gonna make this look good? Let's grab, I don't know, we'll just grab something like that. Should be all right. Hold up. Oh my gosh. All right, is the stream still good? YouTube, we still good? My stream freaked out for a second there, I think. But I think we're back. I think we're back. Let's set you to a 10. Now the cards, so basically the cards are going to be, all right, we got thumbs up. All right, sweet, good. So yeah, so the cards are going to be, here's what I'm seeing in my head. Let me know what you guys think. So basically, the way it's going to work is you will have a choice between one of 3 cards. So there will be 3 cards like this that'll pop up. You'll be able to choose one of these 3 cards. And basically, you'll have probably the name of the card up here, and then some kind of like icon or something like that, so it's easily distinguished. And then probably down here on the bottom, there will be like some kind of divide, and then you will have a like the description of the items down here, like what it does, and all that fun stuff. I think it's just too much to put onto a single card to have all the buffs/debuffs. Think. Yeah, so they'll just show the text down here, showing what this is. Yeah. How would the font work? So specifically for this, so this is kind of like creating a rough general draft of that. Yeah, so basically the way it should work is, yeah, so you would have a card, let's just say it's going to be like a 40 by 66, maybe slightly wider. Maybe we do like a 46, by 70. Yeah, sure. Whatever, that works. Let's haul this thing out. Let's do some corner rounding a little bit. Actually, let's just do 2 pixels. Whoop, not 21, 2. Thank you. There. Go there. Then we do some extremely basic rounding here on the corners. And we'll do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Yeah, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 out. 2, 3, 4 out. Two, 3, 4 out. Where I play a game that is in style. It's called Stone Story, and it's on mobile and it might be on PC. Is it replayable? Found it $29 on Steam. Holy smokes. Free on Google Play. There you go. Not bad. I can download it right now. I don't know, having beat it yet, but I remember it being free on mobile. It's fair. Anyway, but yeah, so say, look, really quickly, just to make sure I understand your question. So you say, how would the font work? Are you just meaning like how and where is it going to show text, or are you meaning something else? Speaking of games, I am low-key excited for Soulframe. Soulframe. Ooh. Huh. Oh. Tenocon, wait. Hold up. Is this like their next game? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? How have I not heard of this? What? I was a huge fan of Warframe. I used to be. I used to play it a decent amount. Actually, I wonder. I'm not going to pull this up on stream because last time I did this, I was embarrassed by how little I had played. But I'm pretty sure I have a decent amount of hours. Not as many as I thought. Never mind. I'm not going to bring it up. I thought I'd played it for a lot more than that. Not anywhere near as many hours as one of my other friends has played this game. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've played Warframe for apparently a whole whopping 38 hours. I swear I had played it for way longer than that. But my friend who I used to play it with, which is why I'm like, I swear I used to play it, I had played it so much more. He's got 1,700 hours, so yeah. Yeah, you mean your 1 minute in RimWorld? Exactly. Embarrassed. I am kind of surprised that I had not heard of Soulframe, though. I did get an email about Tenocon, though. And I was thinking about it. I was debating. Would the resolution fit well is what I'm saying. Oh, that's what, okay, yes. So, yeah, I can actually check that really quick. So I can be like, let's create a thing right here, and we'll switch this over to our 3x5 font that we're using. We're going to switch that down to 5 pixels. We're going to be like, this is an example text. Text to show what the, I don't know, fonts could show here. And stuff. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So this is what it would look like. This is what the font on the screen would look like. Yeah, so it would basically just be positioned beneath the card here. So I don't know. I'm I guess depending on how it's actually going to look is where I'm like I kind of want to have everything on the card, but again, kind of like you're saying though, will the text fit? The answer to that is no. Because you would have to have like very like let's say for example, you know, if we were to be like Thor's hammer, like you can't even fit that on the card. So it's like, well, I could make the card wider. I could make the cards larger. That is something we could do. If we were to do that, yeah. So I mean, yes, we could do something like you know, make it like not 10. 5 pixels, 4 pixels wider. How many would I need to get this thing centered and all viewable? Okay, well, that's, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not great, but it's not bad. We need to make the card just a little bit bigger if we wanted to have it on the card, which is something that I kind of want to do. I do kind of want to have the text on the card. So okay. Then here's the next question. How much could we actually put on here? So you'd have to be very, you know, be like, while holding. Yeah, you can't even say while holding before it's like up against the edges of the card. At 950 hours in Warframe. It's a decent amount. That was a decent amount. You do be a gamer. See, I mean, like, there are some games that I have. Okay, I don't want everybody to think that I don't have any hours in games. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna pull up 7 Days to Die. Here we go. Here's a game that I've got some hours in. There we go. I know you can't probably really even see it, but right here is my playtime. And I've got 1,733 hours. So, I play games. Just, you know, not all games. You have like 200 hours in RPG Maker, right? Something like that. Something like 200 hours. If you add another 0 to that and change the 2 to a 3. Oh my gosh. How do I have 3,000 hours in RPG Maker? Okay, never mind. I know how. Yeah. And that's just an RPG Maker MV. 3,082 hours. Oh boy. It's a lot. To be fair though, it is open in the background a lot, like while I'm doing art and things like that, it is just open. So, it's not all in there, but I have 3,000 hours in Skyrim. I thought that I had that many hours in Skyrim once. I don't. Although I think I do have like 60-ish, maybe. Now I'm just like pulling up games. Skyrim. Okay, so in OG Skyrim I have 84 hours. In the Skyrim Special Edition I have 10 hours. In Skyrim VR I have 1 hour. Because I got so sick. I got so sick when I played this game. Holy smokes. It was bad. I felt sick for like almost an entire day afterwards. I don't usually get motion sickness, but for some reason, Skyrim VR just absolutely destroyed me. Okay, so what if we say... Well, we can do something like this. If we were to just say we had like, I don't know, 3 pixels from the side, we would then need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wider. We need to do another 10. And these are just getting so unwieldy. Like, I don't want the cards to be huge. I'm gonna be like, while holding this hammer, you do 50% more. Gosh, more. Fire damage to monsters. Yeah. And it wouldn't necessarily have that kind of a description every single time. It probably would just go over like the perks and the drawbacks. So you'd have the name and then it'd be something like fire DMG plus 20%. Then you'd also have player HP minus 5% or something like that. We definitely need the width, not necessarily the height. Unless, of course, we will eventually be adding more to it. Like for example, like having an icon or something. So if we were having something like that, and then if we were to do, I don't know, if we were like, whoop, 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 like whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. There's a hammer. Whoop. Yeah, hammer. I don't even know. Here we go. We'll just do a little bit of this. Lightning. Now you know it's a hammer. Thor's hammer. Anyways, yeah, so if we were to do something like that where we had an icon on the card itself, I think that works fine. But then you run into the potential issue, so if we do the cards then... something like that. I mean, it works. It works. Mather says, do not get me wrong in how many hours in WoW. I do kind of want to know, actually. How many hours in WoW do you have? I always wanted to play WoW when I was younger. It didn't work out. Didn't work out. Didn't have the internet for it. Or a computer. Or anything you would need to, be able to play World of Warcraft. Skyrim VR, I need this game when I get a VR headset. It was fun. For the hour that I played it, it was fun. I will say that. But it did make me very sick. I can do like any and every other VR game, but for some reason, Skyrim VR just destroyed me. You should add this. Good old Lightning McMeth. He's been through some things. Or lightning. I should. Something like that. Okay. Show. What have we got here? I don't even know. Because the other way we could also go is we could go less hard and more list. Not as fun. I will say that. Not as fun. Not as fun. He's been through some meth. He has been. 28,440 hours in WoW, apparently. Holy smokes. That's a lot of WoW. That is a lot of WoW. Good freaking heavens. Jeez. I mean, to that, I say wow. If you click away right now, that's totally understandable. I would understand. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. I've probably played like 5, but thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that. No, I was gonna say I'm glad that you got my joke. That it wasn't even a joke, so call it that. The other option would be. So that is, we'll just call that card. The other option could be in the list format. So, view list. Control! Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Welcome. Come on in. Sit on down. How's your day? How you doing? Let's see. Salix says, is this a lo-fi remix of Legend of Zelda Lost Woods? It 100% is. And it is absolutely fantastic stuff. If you have never heard the music by Bits and Hits, highly recommend. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, they've got some really great lo-fi remixes of a lot of really good video game. I think they've actually got Skyrim, Morrowind, and Oblivion. I think they're actually either now releasing or working on Daggerfall, maybe. Don't quote me on that one. Loki says, I booted up WoW Trial, saw it looked worse than free-to-play MMOs I was playing at the time, and then uninstalled. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah. It is one of those games that if you'd played it way back in the day, it probably would have been one that like would have actually been really good. Not really anymore. Not really anymore. I've tried to play a few other free-to-play MMOs. Here's the thing. My wife is super into Final Fantasy XIV right now. Plays it basically every single day for at least a couple hours. And I'm not as much into it, even though she really wants me to be. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find another MMO that maybe I can be like, look, if it was more like this one, it would be more enjoyable. Yeah, I was looking around and I'm like, oh, Final Fantasy XIV is actually really good. In terms of like mechanics and gameplay and stuff like that. I was like, oh, yeah, no, there's most MMOs. I'm like, not great. Not great. Troll says, might do some kind of... Wait. Good, took a bunch of pictures in the woods today, and I've been pixelating them. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like fun. Might do some kind of adventure game with them. It would be fun. WoW is home for me. I probably know it better than where I grew up. Yeah, I mean, you know, spend enough time in a virtual world, and it will become better known than your home. I don't really play it much anymore, though. I feel like it's mostly that way with a lot of people that I've talked to about it. Yeah, most people are like, yep, played a lot back in the day and not so much anymore. Such is life, though. How it goes. All right, so then if we do something like this, so let's just kind of go whoop, whoop, and whoop, and whoop. Very basic. Get something in here, and let's see what happens. This will basically be the icon. So if we do just another whoop, 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 and whoop, 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 whoop. Go. Another rough hammer. Sure. Why not? You know what? No. We're gonna switch it up this time. We're gonna do a very rough whoop, whoop, and whoop, and whoop, and zoop, 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 and whoop, whoop, whoop. It's a sword. Shing. As everyone can tell. Fantastic. WoW was dead to me. Fair. That is fair. Yeah, I tried to play Black Desert Online a couple weeks ago. They were doing like a free, which I thought it was free anyway, but apparently it's not. They were doing like a free, like if you got it then, you can keep it. So I was like, oh, I'll get it. And I was like, oh, nope, I do not care to have this game. This is, it's a game that looks good and plays horrible. Absolutely terrible on the mechanics there. Anyway, so yeah, so general idea is we would then have something like, you know, say for example, we would have some kind of line here that would go across most of the screen, and we'd be like, fill that in like that. Because then with this, what you could do is you could say something like, you know, we could have text that would say things like, you know, Sword of the Gods. And then it'd be like, this sword grants you plus 10% to your, I don't know, attacks. But this sword, I spelled sword up here. But this sword also decreases your, oh my gosh, your HP by 5%. Yeah. So anyway, so it'd be something like that, and then, yeah, basically it would then, you just have a list of these that you would then pick from, to like, I don't know, 48, and then we'll move this down here, 48, yeah. Center that. I don't know, maybe? I don't think I like the, I don't like the list. Not a fan. Yeah, I think I like the look of the cards more. But I'm almost kind of feeling... I don't know. Let's see. Black Desert Online is PvP focused. True, which is probably another reason why I wasn't a huge fan of it. Because I like PvE on MMOs and things like that. Like, unless I'm playing with friends, I don't want to really be fighting other people. The most played game on Steam is Geometry Dash with 41.2 hours, followed by Undertale with 12.5. Not bad. Let's see. What game is pretty good? If Aeon Classic was Dog Water, I would say play. Wait. If it was Dog Water, I would say play that. Aeon was great when it launched, but went downhill after free to play. Classic was supposed to save it, but they effed that up too. Oh, wasn't okay. That's what I figured. Yeah, it's so sad when they just kind of destroy what like used to be a good game. You're just like, come on, you guys. The black and white one. Stone Story. The backgrounds are neat. Yeah. Let's see. Control says Final Fantasy XIV is very good, by the way. But if you don't like the game, if you don't like the genre, then it is what it is. Well, that's the thing is, like, I absolutely love Final Fantasy. Like, I have played every single Final Fantasy up until Final Fantasy 11. Up until 11, I had played every single Final Fantasy up until that point, and I had I'd finished at least half of those. So yeah, and like that was my life growing up as a kid. Like, absolutely loved Final Fantasy. I have played and won Final Fantasy 2 more times than I can count or just remember. I definitely can count that high. I won it, I don't know, I beat it probably, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 times. But the fact that I've also played it dozens of times, same with, like, you know, everything from like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, like the Japanese versions plus the American versions, I don't know, Final Fantasy Adventure, like anything and everything in between, basically starting from the very first Final Fantasy all the way up until Final Fantasy X. So absolutely love RPGs, absolutely love Final Fantasy. I don't know, I think it's the combat for Final Fantasy 14 with me because it's the same kind of combat that most MMOs are, which is you target an enemy, you press 1, and it does the thing, and then you wait. And then when you're done waiting, you press 1 again, and then you wait. And then when you're done waiting, you press 1 again, and then you wait. I know that it gets a little bit crazier as you get further and further into the game. You get more skills. Not all of them have the same cooldown. And so, so eventually you do get to the point where you do have, more abilities. Like my wife's setup on her character is just absolutely insane. But even still, like with mine, I just finished the base game for Final Fantasy XIV. And it's still like, I have, like, yes, I've got, 40 different skills and things like that. But half of those skills are all linked to the same cooldown, and the other half are all linked to another cooldown. So I press one button, and then I have to wait for the cooldown for all of them, and then I can throw in some other ones while that other cooldown is waiting. But then I do the other cooldown, and I'm waiting for that one. I'm just like, I don't know. I like games that are more either action combat-y or like classic Final Fantasy, like classic RPG battle systems where it's like the time-based battle system. I don't know. So that's probably my issue with it is not necessarily, it's not an issue with the story. It's not an issue with the game itself. I think it's just the combat for me. I'm like, it's not really my type of combat. And so I'm just kind of like, So, yeah. So and I will say, like when I'm actually able to go into dungeons with my wife, it is fun. It is a good time. Playing by myself, I'm like, I'm good. Not really one that would just like sit down and play it by myself. I would go play another game. No. Not to say that you can't. I'm just saying for me personally, it's fine. It's fine. But I've also never really found an MMO that I'm actually like, this is amazing. This is like, I'm going to play this till the ends of the earth. So, I don't know. And maybe I'm just weird. There's 50 plus buttons though. It's not for everyone, I know. It's about anticipating the fight flow and adjusting your rotation ahead of time to be ready, or playing a reactive role like healer. This is what I do. That is fair. And my wife, like the first time that I told her that, she's like, what are you talking about? Like I am constantly like watching the monsters and like trying to pull, because she's like, she primaries tank. And so she's like, I'm constantly like watching the monsters, trying to see like if any of them aren't on to me, then I need to target them, and I need to make sure they're facing the right direction so that, that everyone can have like the optimal position to be able to fight them with. And I'm like, yeah, I'm standing there shooting my arrows. That's what I'm doing. And she's like, you need to be more involved in the battles. That'll make it more fun. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's see here. Does Kingdom Hearts count as a Final Fantasy game? I would say so. I mean, it's got Final Fantasy characters, and it's got some classic RPG combat. I would say so. Rift was also great back in the day. Rift was one that I played for a little bit, and then I stopped playing it, and then I tried to come back, and the servers were all offline, and I was very sad. Very sad. But they ruined it by, instead of letting you experiment with builds, you just picked what you wanted out of the gate. Yeah. I did enjoy Final Fantasy XIV, but there was something about it that got stale quickly for me. Like raids and dungeons just do not have that grab for me. Yeah, same. Like every single time, my wife's like, well, let's go do a dungeon. And I'm like, cool, yeah, let's go in here and fight monsters in a different place. And she's like, yeah, but it's more exciting because like I'm like, I don't know. I am glad that she enjoys it. I'm glad that other people who enjoy it. I guess this is not for me, unfortunately. One of these days, I will find an MMO that will actually grip me, and I will be like, this is amazing, and I will know exactly how everybody feels about their MMOs. But until that day, I will just sit here and hope that one day my MMO prince will come. Okay, something's not... There we go. That's better. That is better. Let's see here. Yeah, it's more about pushing yourself. Baseline completion is usually easy for the casuals. Just says, I play White Mage in Final Fantasy XIV. There is no involvement. I just watch HP bars. All Gucci. These are all super valid criticisms. It's not for everyone. Yeah, that's fair. Well, and I would even say, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I would like necessarily say that I'm like criticizing the game. Maybe I am. And if I am, I apologize. I'm definitely not meaning to like criticize. It's just I don't know. It's just I guess I probably just have like a different play style or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why I'm worried about like these the finer details on the card. It's like just freaking move on. Don't. Oh, why am I focusing on these things? I do not need to focus on these things. Just freaking make the cards. Get this thing working. Don't worry about the designs later. Come on, Moon Man. Focus. Focus. Honestly, I don't like MMOs. I just like playing with my friends. Fair. Nah, dead genre. Well, I criticize it for that. Didn't mean to put words in your mouth. No, you're totally fine. I wasn't meaning that you were putting that word in my mouth. But I was hoping that it wasn't coming across like that. That was what I was worried about. Let's see here. I'm worried it will get hard to make out which items are which in the future. I've been trying to find a new MMO that grabs my full interest. The one that I'm kind of holding out for, and I guess we'll see if it actually turns out, is Light No Fire. That is one that I'm hopeful for. So it's the devs that made No Man's Sky. Light No Fire. Yeah, so it's the devs that made No Man's Sky, but it is supposed to be basically built on the exact same engine as No Man's Sky, and so like it's all procedurally generated, but like it's apparently supposed to be really good now because No Man's Sky is really good at their procedural generation now. But yeah, it's supposed to be all not Final Fantasy. It's supposed to be all fantasy like. Yeah, just this huge open world. I believe the last time I heard, it's like they say it's supposed to be like the size. Yeah, set on a fantasy planet the size of Earth. Is that actually going to be the case? Maybe. And is it actually going to be fun? Because it's like planet Earth, it would not be fun to explore unless there's something to do. And a lot of the times there's not. And so I'm like, the hype of being like, oh, that's the size of a planet. I'm like, okay, that sounds impressive, but is there enough stuff to do on that planet-sized planet to actually make it entertaining, interesting? Who knows? But I am hopeful because I absolutely love No Man's Sky now. And so I'm like, well, if this is going to be as good as No Man's Sky, and if it's going and if it looks this good, like I would absolutely love it. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, Light No Fire is something that I am very hopeful for. We'll see. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. And I'm pretty sure they have described this as being an MMO. I actually don't know. I hope it actually is. I'm like 99% sure that they have called it an MMO. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I love MMOs, but doggone them so hard. No, I mean, if you love them, you want them to be good. And so it totally makes sense that you would dog on them because you're like, I know that you can be amazing. Be amazing. So it makes sense. It makes sense. All right, I know I literally just said I don't need to be focusing on this right now. But what if we do something like this? Then we do a little something like this. I don't know. I want to make sure that the cards look interesting. And so I'm like, and I know that I can do that later. All of this is going to be something that gets taken care of at a later date. But anyway, let's see here. Let's see. John Q. Public, welcome. Glad you're here. Man's out here making card captor level detail. I mean, you're not wrong. It's you would think at this point I would have a little bit more done, but I'm just like, yeah. I need to get back to work on these cards because it's yeah. I should not be focusing on doing this kind of like, oh, should I have it dip in right here? Should I not? Let's see. So that'd be 15, 17, 18. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, absolutely no reason to be like putting in these details right now, right here. But I am for some reason, because why not? Okay, there we go. I mean, it looks more interesting now. I'll say that. It looks more interesting. We don't need interesting cards, though. We need a design that actually works. I don't think you're capable of coming across as mean-spirited, to be honest. I try not to be mean-spirited. I try not to be mean-spirited at all. So, I will take that as a compliment. So thank you, Control. Let's see. John says, yeah, Daggerfall was the size of a real continent, but people forget we built cars because most of the world exploration is a walking simulator IRL. It's true. Yeah, no. You get outside of a city, out of a town, out of any kind of population, and it can just drag on for miles, sometimes hundreds of miles of just nothing. So yeah, so it is kind of like could you make a planet-size world and have it be completely full and inhabited and like have enough stuff happening to make it interesting? Yes. Have people done it? Not well. As soon as you make it just too large, you can only put so much stuff in a world before you're like, well, we have limitations on size. We can only create so much stuff in a development cycle. And so after a while, you're just like, well, this is all we could build. So have fun. Enjoy. But I do love the concept. I love the concept of having like this giant world that is the size of Earth. You can just completely, fully explore. But I want it to be full. I want it to be good. So hopefully they're going to do that. I feel like they probably will have learned from their mistakes with No Man's Sky. Hopefully to the point where they won't try and release and rush out a game again and have it be horrible again. We'll see. We will see. Let's see here. Loke says, yeah, I would love to play MMOs again, but with doing game dev, I don't have time. I know the feeling. I know that feeling. Bro, this dang beetle is immune to rage. No! Freaking beetles. I've taken so much in MMO that I know how she feels, but I have become to a point with tanking that I do everything by default and find myself not stressing and just chilling. That's true. I guess if you've done it for long. Let's see. So I just beat Dash in in Geometry Dash. I don't know what level that would be, but it sounds impressive. Beating anything in Geometry Dash is impressive. There was an MMO in development that I think got canned, but was a steampunk airship MMO. That sounds super cool. There's also the MMO being built by Riot based on League of Legends lore. That is true. I have heard that one, and I'm hopeful. I've heard that one is kind of having some development issues, mostly with like leadership. They're having issues with maintaining their leaderships there, like their leadership structure. So hopefully it actually comes out. Fingers crossed. And let's see. Salix says, all right, I need to go to bed, but bye. I'm excited to see this progress. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Again, I probably will not be streaming on Thursday. I've got some other projects I'm going to be working on, but hopefully we'll see you on the Sunday stream. So be on the lookout for that. And hope you have some good rest. As the hardest level that was made by Rob Top. Well, that's an impressive achievement. One, to create what is known as the hardest level, because I feel like all the levels in that game are just ridiculous. That is super impressive if you're actually able to beat it. Very nice. So what you're saying is I can stream Thursday. Yes, Loki. 100%. That is what I'm saying. Make use of the free time. I want to love No Man's Sky more than I do, but I want to play it my way. I want to play it hardcore mode, but I hate that it has extra resources costs in that mode. That grind gets boring fast. Yeah, and I know they've kind of fixed that a little bit, but the grind is still very much so there, and that's rough. It is rough. I'm okay with a little bit of grind, but they had a lot of grind. Too much grind. Okay, I need to stop focusing on this. Okay, all right. Put those back. We're done. Focus on the actual layout. Okay, so here's another way we could go about this. We could do something like this, where we have the cards here, where we have 2 lines of text, potentially. This is a card thing. Go. It says, yeah, some grind is great. I love finding, fixing, and selling crashed ships. Made a whole empire. Yeah, and honestly, like you do need some grind in a game. Like as soon as you just have everything, kind of removes the fun aspect of it. You don't feel accomplished either. But there's that very fine line of grind and too grindy. And it was definitely too grindy. This level. Ooh. What level we got here? We got as. That's what we got here. That's what we got here. Throw that over. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. My gosh. Ugh. So here's the thing. I absolutely love Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash is a super fun game. Really great concept. Love it. I am horrible at it, and this kind of a level would just destroy me. Like, really bad. My brain cannot... It struggles so much with, you know, trying to... You know, like right here, where you're like switching which direction the gravity is, where you're at, all that fun stuff. My brain just cannot switch that quickly of like, oh, you're over here now. Oh, you're over here. Oh, here's the mechanics going on now. I just... Super cool, though. Very good job. Well, that is absolutely fantastic if you're able to beat that, because that's crazy. Nuts! Let's see, Lazaro says, big titty semi-goth bitch is my lifestyle. What? What? What are you coming in with that? I feel like unknown artists and I are having the same reaction. What? What are you talking about? And by semi, I think it looks cool, I guess. Oh, I see. It only took 2 weeks of playing every day. It's not bad. I suck at Geometry Dash. I would never have the patience. Yeah, I do. I do not have the patience for it. Epilepsy, the game. It's a great way to describe it. It really is. So many flashing lights, so many moving things. Not great at all. So, okay, so we have the card. Card, we're going to call this one Card 2. We can have this up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, we could go with something a little bit more simple and just be like Pyro plus 15%, defense minus 10%. And you can just go with something extremely basic like that, where it's like, you know, it doesn't really matter what card it is. Yeah. So maybe we go with something like that, something a little bit more basic, where it's just like, you know, this is what it is, this is what it says. Let's see. 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, and there goes my fan. Cool. Lazarla says, I don't know, I try to say whatever's in my noggin with no filter when I come into a stream. That's fair. Well, don't ever feel like you can't. You just may have to explain yourself a little bit when you do get in here, because people are going to be like, hold up. What is happening here? So, yeah, feel free to always say whatever's on your mind. Do not ever hold back. I mean, it was confusing, but it did make me laugh. Undernar says, I'm going to keep playing Dash because I want to master that one level, because I think it would be funny if I could do that and not another level. Just that one level, and you're like, I'm really good at this one, and everyone's like, holy smokes, then play this one, and you're like, I can't do that. Okay, so you have the text. So I think maybe this should be fine. Yeah, I think this should be fine. So if we have 2 lines of text for the names, I don't think we should ever really have anything that would be named longer than something like that. And then down here, you'd have the buffs and the debuffs. Now, what if we switch this color palette? What if we switch the buffs to be green? And then the debuffs to be red. Excuse me. Switch this away from the blue. We go slightly lighter on the text. Not too light. Yeah, something like that. Okay. We can even set these like a little bit further apart. Do like 3 pixels apart. I think that should work a little bit better. Let's see. Unknown says, other person here play Stereo Madness, the easiest level in base GD. Me, no, can... no, but I can play Dash. That's true. It's... that would be really funny, actually. You're like, yep, I can play Dash. And they're like, holy smokes. Like, oh, well, what about this one? Like, no. I will die instantly. Zana says, try to imagine that those money-catching games at Chuck E. Cheese. The insane ramblings are the money, and occasionally I'll pick one and share with the world. I hope you continue doing that. Do not ever stop. So then what about the icon? What about the icon? What can we do here? So we could have a width of roughly, yeah, so 38 by, I don't know, 26? 38 by 26? Yeah. Sure. Why not? We'll go with the second to the darkest on the card. Are you? Okay, you're not. Good. Okay, there we go. I don't know, something like that. Let's see, John says, you could also have a very rudimentary symbol for fire with a green arrow beside it pointing up, and a simple shield symbol and a red arrow pointing down for the card. Oh! Ooh, actually, that would be way better. That would be a lot better. Let me see. I'm trying to think of what potentially... Here's the thing. So most of the cards, it's going to be, you know, a buff in some way and then a debuff in another stat. So, yeah, so it would be, either be buffing your character stats. So that would be, well, it's not even going to be buffing or debuffing character stats, because I don't think we're going to mess with like strength or like your dexterity or your vitality or anything like that. But it will mess with other things. So like health, gold gain. What else? And then, of course, you know, your attacks. It's like your Pyro, Geo, Necro, Hydro. It will affect those. But I'm also thinking it may also do other things, like affecting how many monsters. But I guess with those, we could also just, like, have it be something else, right? So basically, kind of going along with what you're saying, John, is doing something like this. So if we did... to a third one. We do something like this. Excuse me. Do like a 5 by 7? I don't know, something like that. It's not a great fire. It's actually a really bad fire, but should kind of get the point across, though. but why was that what you were thinking about? I don't know. Why are you asking me? Like I would know. It's your brain. How am I supposed to look at it? My eyes don't go backwards. I'm so confused. Great. That means I'm doing my job. Oh, Lazarla. You truly are. You truly are doing your job. This would be that. And then we would do something like, needs to be wider than that. We gotta do, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Now we gotta do 1 higher though. This would be like fire, up. Maybe not even up. What, let's see. Green arrow. Yes, we could do that. So fire, green arrow up. I'm almost wondering. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because we could do something like this, where yeah, you've got the arrow. I have an idea, but it might be too complex for readability. Lay it on me, Lazarla. Lay it on me. Let's see. That being said, for an RPG, there are folks who want to know exactly what numbers they're working with, so the percentage might be better. Yeah, and like we could still do the percentage thing, you know, because it'd be like, you know, up and be like, you know, and then we would put in the actual, you know, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like up 10%. However, I did these percentages. I don't know, something like that. So, Maybe. Trade mechanic works. Hey, Loki, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Very nice. Well done. Congratulations. That is a huge accomplishment. Is it pronounced Ko-Fi or coffee? It is pronounced coffee, I believe. That's their whole thing is like, yeah. I don't know. It's I was gonna set up a Patreon, and for some reason they locked my account literally as I created my account. I was like, well, you guys suck. I'm not using you. Maybe I will though. Maybe I will. I don't know. Nick, welcome. Glad you're here. Cast fire. Oh crap. I have not gone in to do the thing. Yeah, everybody knows the thing. Everybody knows the thing. Let me pull this up really quick. Grab a little bit of dish. And that. And you. And you. And continue. And continue. Yep, re-authenticated. And then over here, we just do a little bit of dish. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. I think I may need to do this. Wait, I think that worked. Let's see if it works. Cast fire. I think I need to refresh it. Crap. Refresh. Why is that not working? There we go. Okay. All right. Just took a little bit. Because it only pulls about every 5 seconds, I think. Pretty sure. Let's see, you could have different colors for each arrow to designate the percentage, and they could be ascending up the rainbow for intuitiveness. Yeah. Their whole thing is, yeah. See, I don't know about that, though. I'm just not a fan of the numbers.
Unknown artist says, dirt is a common term for loose soil, sand, and other materials found on the ground.
It's true.
It is often distinguished from fertile soil by its lack of nutrients and organic matter necessary for plant growth. While soil is a living ecosystem supporting plants, dirt is essentially dead matter, often referring to displaced or degraded soil that cannot sustain life. It's what gets tracked into a house on shoes or used for fill, but lacks the beneficial microbes and structure for thriving plant life.
Huh. Well, that's probably why anything I plant never actually grows, because I put it in dirt and not soil. I would do it. I would do it. Always a good random fact to know. Love it. Ooh. That is how AI makes a paragraph on dirt. Very useful stuff. Very useful stuff to know. Okay, so... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I love the idea of having something more simplified like this. And then, you know, even kind of incorporating what Lazaro was saying with the arrow that like changes the color based on the percentage. You'd always have a hover over description thing like Pilatro, and we could do that as well. That's kind of where we were like initially thinking about going, is doing something, you know, to the effect of something like this or this. Did I delete it? I think I deleted it. I must have deleted it. Anyway, yeah, so something basically like this, where you would have the card up here with just the name, and you would have like an icon on the card, and then you would have the entire description beneath is where all of that would. Sahara is not the biggest desert, it's Antarctica. I think I had heard that before, but it's always very weird to think about. You don't really think about desert being the Antarctic, but it is quite large, very large. Okay. Well, it's definitely something we can come back and redo. This is a card thing. Yeah, this is a card thing. But then I would have to think about, I'm going to have to make an icon for every single one of these cards. I don't know if I can do that. So maybe if we take out of the equation having an icon on the cards, what if we did something like this, where we had almost kind of same thing like this? Oh, what if we stacked it differently? What if we had something like this? And maybe instead of the up arrow, it's just a plus. Maybe. I actually do kind of think I like the up arrow more. A little bit. Mather says, time for a break from my RimWorld dinge. Time to get back to my RPG Maker, which means trying to figure out this problem with my tile set. Tile set problems are never fun. Never at all. You could also do the classic green means up and red means down. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe something like that, where, yeah, we just kind of, yeah, if it's in the green, good, red is bad. But to be fair, these aren't necessarily going to work like equipment or anything like that. This should literally be, because each card is going to have its own perk and its own drawback, right? Let's see, over to here is 10, so 5. Because then the general idea would be, then do 1, 2, 5. And then we'd say something like, oh, I don't know, in here, race. I don't know how I'm gonna do a health thing. So we could do just like in the text white. But even still, it would basically just be like a plus. A heart. I mean, we could try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a heart in this area. And not have it look weird. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. Like, I do want all the icons to be in the same, 5 by 7 ish, 5 by 7. You, if we were to then flip you upside down, nope. Vertical, nope. Then we fill that in the same red. So, let's see. I don't look that bad. I appreciate that. It's serviceable. It's serviceable. Then at that point, everything here is going to be in red. That's all down. The percentage could be white. We could do white, just have the arrows be the indicators. Yeah. Have them be the same, like text white. Oh, dear. That's not what I meant. There we go. Say here. You. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, we can do something like that. That is definitely an option. Or we could stick with something like this, where it's just text. So I don't know how I'm feeling about having like an icon section here. And we'll just do HP. HP minus 5%. General idea is you would then have a couple different cards to choose from. Of course you're helpful, unknown artist. Of course you are. Does Kingdom Hearts count as a Final Fantasy game? I would say yes. I would say yes. Got all the, well, not all, but like, got some Final Fantasy characters in there. A lot of the same battle mechanics, or just mechanics in general. Yeah, I would say so. Okay. Then I like Final Fantasy. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I mean, because like we could do an icon. We absolutely could. I just then have to create an icon for all of them. And I don't think that's worth it. I don't think it is. Super Mario RPG is the best Final Fantasy. That is a good one. That is a really good one. Then what are we going to do with that blank space? I don't know. We could also go somewhere where it's just like something not even card-like. You'd basically just have 3 different sections. There. 70. Ow. Nope. Okay. Nope. That's not gonna look good. Yeah, I kind of think cards is just gonna make the most sense. Okay, so yeah, so let's go with cards, and then we will just say... It's so hard for me to want to, like, continue forward with it, because I don't feel like I feel like there's something missing, and I don't want to, like, build out the whole thing and then have me, like, later down the road be like, oh, this isn't what I want, and then have to rebuild it all again. Oh, man. I feel like we're on the right path, the right track. Add intro dialogue. Oh, we don't need that anymore. Let's archive and delete you. What about monster trucks? And the info is ads on the monster trucks. What? What about monster trucks and the info ads on the monster trucks? Do not know what you mean. I may need a little bit more explanation. Instead of cards, we do monster trucks. Okay, so you mean like actual monster trucks? Maybe. I don't think the cards are inherently flawed. I just know that we're gonna have things. Okay, so some of the cards are going to be like this, where they will add, like, boost a stat, but then also retract from a stat or diminish a stat in some way, shape, or form. Usually the perk will be stronger than the diminishment. Then there will also be perks where it's like, you know, gain extra gold, or, you know, more monsters spawn more frequently, find extra items, those kinds of things. So they will have to change occasionally, which I guess is doable in what the current space that we have. More monsters. Okay. Additional. Why this song so creepy? It's not creepy. It's Studio Ghibli. Does make you want to dance, though. More enemies. See, like, you can't even put that. That's why I'm, like, so on the fence with the cards. I'm like, if you're trying to do anything than just putting down a stat plus/minus, can't get it to fit on the card. I'm just... if you're using too large of words anyway, you could be like, enemy spawn. Rates are increased. Or, I don't know, this floor. Yes, you'd have something like that, which is fine, I suppose. It be the spoopy songs. So spoopy. So spoopy. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to just, like, look at this on my own and just try to see, maybe, like, look around at different, like, inspirations and just see if there's something I can find that I'm like, yes, that is the design I'm going for. That is the look and feel that I want. I just think I'm gonna get it sitting here staring at my own work. I feel like there's something missing, I feel, and it's just not, it's not coming to mind of what it's gonna be to make it feel good, you know? Ooh, that's not what I want. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's increase this by 400%. Ooh, excuse me. And let's merge this together. Yo. Now let's just get this in there just so I have a copy of it on here. Perk card. Save that. we'll just have to figure that out. Yeah, it's, I don't know. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. Okay. Well, that did not go as I was hoping or planning on. Yeah, that did not go over well. I was really thinking we were gonna be able to like get it all figured out, but I don't know. I keep looking at it and my brain is still just like, no, it's not right. It doesn't feel right. It just, yeah. What the freak? What is that? Not a cult? That's true. We're not a cult. We're not a cult here. We're not a cult of the moon. Not even close. We are the furthest thing from a cult. 100%. We're more like a society. Society of like-minded individuals here. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, yeah, I don't, as much as I don't want to say it, I don't think that my creativity is flowing now tonight, unfortunately. So I think trying to add anything new is going to not be a good idea, because as soon as you start trying to add anything new to the game when you're not feeling creative, it just is going to end poorly. Because either I'm going to rush it, because I'm just going to be like, whatever, just get it in there, I'll fix it later. And then I'm going to be mad at myself because I do not want to fix it later. Or I'm not going to be able to come up with anything good at all. So I think I might actually just have to call the stream here and just say, we're going to come here fresh, ready to go. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Those are broken. Fresh, ready to go on Sunday. Yeah. I'm going to go over, I'm going to look through some design ideas for the perk system, see what's going to work best. And yeah, we should be in a much better position on Sunday to find out exactly how we're going to have the perk system work out, how we're going to have it look, feel, function, all that fun stuff. Then we can get it implemented. And then at that point, it'll just be a matter of adding more perks as time goes on. So, yeah, it'll get there. It'll get there. At least we have this working. At least this is working, and it's fantastic. So, item system is working. You put stuff down, come over here, you can pick that up, and it goes over there, and you can be like, put that down right there, and if you come over here, and you be like, whoop, and it's like, whoop. Happy day. Happy day. Delay for maximum power the next session. Exactly. Gotta power up, gotta recharge, gotta make sure that I'm ready to go. Yeah. You cannot end stream and play that game. What game? You should play Ragdoll's Fun 4 on itch. It's really fun. I think, wasn't that, it was something that you had mentioned before, right? Ooh.
Thanks for the follow, Juliank120.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. I can try. So another reason why I'm not, my energy is like, ooh. Which is another reason why I'm like, I feel like I don't want to drag the stream out longer than it needs to be, because I'm like, well, but let's pull this up. Let's take a look and just see if it's something I'd be able to yeah. Oh, it's something I gotta download and install. Jump off a huge pile of stairs and knock over boxes, spawn ragdolls. I do remember looking at this and seemed like a good time. There is a download button below. That means I am updating the game currently. Just a few minutes. Refresh the page and the download button should show up. I understand. It's just a little physics game. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, for sure. Ragdolls are a bit floppy. Maybe you should turn up the stiffness factor a little. Are they that bad, huh? So let's take a look here. I guess just take me to the download. Sorry. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. I need to go through more of the games that are submitted for the jam. I've been through like some. I've let's see, where is it? I've rated 8. 8 out of another 1,158 games that I could rate. Did you make sure to eat and drink some water? I absolutely did. I absolutely made sure to eat and drink some water. So, Yes, we're good there. We are good there. But I need to eat and drink even more water. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Let's extract all. Go. Extracting. Did you try Bunny Brew Cafe? Is it in here? Bunny Brew Cafe. I have not. Bunny Brew Cafe. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So it's like a, almost kind of looks like, oh my gosh, what is that? Like Plate Up, or I guess any number of like the cooking games where you're like managing a coffee shop. That is super cool. I'm gonna need to give that a try. Also, how long will you stream today? There's this nice dev called Tempest Games that I'd appreciate if you could raid and show some love. It's like Order Up and those, but instead of making things, you walk up and press a button. It's a bit hectic. I love it. And to answer your question, Eduardo, definitely getting towards the end of the stream here. I'm just gonna pull up this game right here. I actually am a little bit worried about. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Oh. All right, so that's gonna full screen. That's fun. Okay, so we're gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna do settings, windowed full screen, apply, windowed. Oh my gosh, windowed full screen. Okay, all right, so I can't actually do windowed. Well, that sucks. Maybe. I don't know how I'm gonna get this. I can try and get it to my other monitor. But I can't really do. I have an ultra wide monitor. I can't really stream ultra wide to there. I'd say probably the best thing I could do. Well, no, because I don't want to mess up that whole scene. Man, I really wish they had a windowed mode. Huh. Or at least being able to, like, I don't know, something. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Oh yeah, because that's all cropped to crap. Okay. Back settings. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to really show this off very well. At least not without, like, messing up the stream a ton. Which would suck. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. I will play it on another stream. Just because... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's trying to do full screen. Not so great, just because it's like everything I have is like set for like Windows. I'm like trying to like put it into like this box here. Yeah. Unfortunately. But yeah. We're gonna play it on the next one, alright? Deal? Deal. I hopefully deal. Yes. Let's see. Unknown says, what if you make a new scene in OBS that it is to fit this? I could. I think I'm just too tired to deal with like setting up a whole new scene, unfortunately. We will check it out though. We will check it out because I've got it downloaded. We're gonna check it out one of these days. Oh, that's okay. Whew. Sorry. I was looking at my YouTube stream and I thought I had broken something. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Bear Like Lion, welcome. Hello. Glad you're here. We're actually coming in pretty soon to the end of the stream, unfortunately. But never fear. We will be back on Sunday for the next stream. I promise. Just says excuse me. Just says thanks for streaming, Moon Man. Hope you have a great night. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic evening as well. and we'll see you on the next one. Let's see. So I think I figured out the problem with my tile set for RPG Maker, but I would need to figure out how to reposition everything. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great. I'm trying to remember, did you post the, did you like share the tile set anywhere? If you would like to send it to me on Discord, shoot it my way. I'll take a look and just kind of see.
Thanks for the follow, Burlikelian.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. No worries. Winding down for my game dev, hopping around game dev streams. Well, how'd your game dev go? Did you get some good stuff done? Roguelike RPG Blackjack sounds neat. Yeah, it should hopefully be a good time. Yeah, I've got we're making progress. It's slowly but surely getting there. Sure I can link you the tile set. Yeah, if you want to shoot that over to me, I can take a look and just see if I can figure out what might be going on. Maybe. Went great, fixed a big bug, broke 15,000 players today, and playtested / recorded my new prototype. Very nice. Yeah, I fixed a small bug today, where if you had a dice down in the dungeon, and if you went to your item screen, when you tried to pick up the dice, it was not working. But now it's working, and it switches back over to the dice menu. And vice versa. If you have a item that you've pulled out, it's like a health potion, and you pull up the dice menu, it also was doing the same thing, but now when you click on it, it switches over to your item screen, and yeah. I think that's about all we fixed today. And then we started working on a perk / debuff, a buff / debuff scene, and in the end, it did not turn out. So, sad days, but slowly but surely we're getting progress in. Let's see. Did you say send you a DM with the link? Yeah. If you want to send me a DM, that'd be great. Nice. Thank you. Yeah. What engine are you using for your project? Using RPG Maker, MV for the project. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Probably not the best engine to use for it, but still a good time. And completely forgot to read this out loud. Some random says, I don't know if I can wait that long. Well, unfortunately, you will have to, because I don't know. There's a certain secret project that I'm going to be working on this week, and so I will probably not have time to stream because I'm going to be working on that super secret project. So, yeah. So Thursday stream probably not going to happen, but Sunday stream is 100% going to happen. Let's see. Metro Zibot says, Spree. Welcome. Glad you're here. Spam vote 1. All right, everybody. All right, so we're gonna go do a raid really quick. So for everyone over on YouTube, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your days. We'll see you all on the next one on Sunday. Unless something changes, I will schedule a stream on YouTube if there's going to be a stream on Thursday. As of right now, I think Thursday is going to be when I am working on a secret project. And yeah. So, but if anything changes, I will schedule it and I'll let everybody know on Discord. And yeah, should be a good time. So anyway, YouTube, take care. Good luck. I appreciate you being here. Hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings, days, mornings, wherever you may be in this big wide world of ours. Take care. Good luck. And yeah, see you on the next one. So.